your number has been added. Sunita ji, thank you, my friends. Now we are going to start the sessions. Today the session is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, and subtopic is the how to bridge the gap between industry and academics. So we have with us well-known person, MD 5 Panchkoshi Sadhana, and Mr. Nilesh from the Pune, and many more friends, and Mr. AD Legal, and also Mr. Anand Deshmukh has also Dr. Anand Deshmukh has joined. Mr. Vijay Wadal also has joined.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Great personality, so I will not take much time because I will simply link yourself with the whole world. So we wish that you please interact with the audience and public. I request all of you, please mute Mr. Vijay Vadai, Mr. Nilesh Wankade, you have already muted. Please mute. So I was talking. The topic is Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India. Subtopic is the how to bridge the gap between industry and academics. I request the Mr. S.C. Singh to start with, and I request also Mr. Nilesh and Mr. Thombre to contact all those persons to all the chief guests of the day. So we have divided in 6 sessions. So over to S.C. Singh. Over to Sri S.C. Singh.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my voice is audible, sir. It is clear.
Just a minute, Dr. Amol, please mute your sound. Dr. Amol, please mute your sound. Yes, good. इसको बोले
सर आवाज हमारी आ पा रही है?
It is coming. Okay, I have muted myself also. It is coming.
Right,
fine.
Sir. Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, with due regard to all the dignitaries present in the panel, आप सभी को नमस्कार और 10 न्यूज चैनल को विशेष आभार कि इस तरह का प्रोग्राम उन्होंने अपने चैनल पर दिया है ताकि हम सभी इससे बेनिफिटेड हों, अपने विचारों को भी व्यक्त कर सकें हम. द टॉपिक इज आत्मनिर्भर भारत. आत्मनिर्भर भारत, सेल्फ सफिशिएंट इंडिया. प्रॉब्लम क्या है हमारी आज की डेट में? हम ये देखें कि जो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम, द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम बिफोर द कंट्री इज अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ यूथ. एक तो यूथ, दूसरा अनएम्प्लॉयड. एनर्जी लेवल इज वेरी हाई और उसको अगर हम प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज नहीं करते हैं तो इट बिकम ए कर्स फॉर द कंट्री एंड फॉर होल ह्यूमैनिटी. So how to channelize this energy of youth to make self-sufficient India, आत्मनिर्भर भारत. और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की प्रॉब्लम अगर हम देखें तो जो सबसे ज्यादा कर्स हो रही है कि टेक्निकल टैलेंट का अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. बाकी तो जो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है सेपरेट इशू, बट विल फोकस टू सब टॉपिक कि हाउ टू ब्रिज द गैप बिटवीन इंडस्ट्री एंड एकेडमिया. इंडस्ट्री में टेक्निकल टैलेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड and the entire development of the country is totally dependent on our technical ability. We are having adequate number and that adequate number of youth become a problem for today in front of the country. how to utilize this energy of the talented youth, having technical talent, technical know-how, technical skill. The first priority we have to give to technical youth. The subtopic given is to bridge the gap between industry and academia. तो पहले हम ये देखें, फर्स्ट वी हैव टू एनालाइज कि टेक्निकल टैलेंट में हमारे ये गैप कहाँ कहाँ पर आ रहा है, which create a barrier to make self-sufficient India. पहला बैरियर अगर हम देखें, R&D सेक्टर में we are poorest, and R&D sector, research and development, is giving a way to the life, to the development. प्रोडक्शन का टोटल हमारा पोर्शन जो है वो वीक पड़ जाता है, इनोवेशन वीक पड़ जाता है, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द आइटम्स वी आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, वी आर इंपोर्टिंग इट एट हायर प्राइस. द फंड ऑफ द कंट्री इज चैनलाइजिंग आउटसाइड. अगर पहला फोकस हम R&D सेक्टर पर करें कि जिसमें हम सबसे वीक पड़ जाते हैं, तो R&D सेक्टर में भी हमको इम्पोर्टेंस देना है. दूसरा, सेल्स मैनेजमेंट में भी हम वीक हैं. आज देखें जो भी हमारे बाहर की कंपनी आ रही है वो हमको सेल्स मैनेजमेंट हमको पढ़ा रही हैं, समझा रही हैं, एंड वी आर रिफाइनिंग आवर सेल्फ. तीसरा, जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डायरेक्ट हम लोगों के कंधों पर दी गई, वी हैव टू शोल्डर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रिगार्डिंग द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द टेक्निकल नॉलेज. इंडस्ट्री जो प्रोडक्शन कर रही है, इनोवेशन नहीं कर रही है, जो एप्लीकेबल टेक्नोलॉजी है उसका यूज करके जो हम प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं या जो कुछ भी हम सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, गुड्स और सेल्स, इस दोनों के केस में टेक्निकल नॉलेज का एप्लीकेशन हम कैसे करें, दिस इज द डायरेक्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन आवर शोल्डर. दूसरा, सब्जेक्ट स्पेसिफिक हमारे यूथ नहीं है, उनको क्या करना है क्लियर कट गाइडेंस नहीं है. व्हाट दे हैव टू डू स्पेसिफिकली, what field they have to select, what is the subject where they have to focus their attention of technical skill. So this is the gap. इस गैप को हम कैसे फुलफिल करें? It is the dual responsibility on industry as well as on academics. अकेडमिया के ऊपर भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, इंडस्ट्री के ऊपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. मेन बैरियर क्या है? We are working day and night, but coherence is not there, convergence is not there. और जब तक coherence और convergence हमारे अप्रोच में नहीं होगा, हमारी पॉलिसीज में नहीं होगा, then we will badly lack on this part. We cannot bridge the gap. ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैसे इंडोर्स की जाए? आप ये देखें, our academics, अगर उनकी प्लानिंग, डिजाइनिंग और कोर्स शेड्यूल और कोर्स के कंटेंट्स, इफ दे आर नॉट इन कोहेरेंस विद द इंडस्ट्री रिक्वायरमेंट्स, द एंटायर सीन विल फेल. हम इंजीनियरिंग के स्टूडेंट्स को एडमिट तो कर लेते हैं, बट हाउ वी हैव टू हैंडल देम, वी फॉरगेट दिस. while designing, while planning their curriculum and schedule contents, we have to focus over this issue, how to provide them employment, how to channelize their technical skill in a better way for making India self-sufficient. और जो टेक्निकल स्किल हमारी है वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का ही मैटर नहीं है, अंडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट इज ऑल्सो सीरियस कंसर्न ऑफ द कंट्री. जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत होने में सबसे बड़ा जो हर्डल क्रिएट कर रहा है, समहाउ जॉब तो हमने प्रोक्योर कर लिया, बट आवर स्किल्स आर नॉट प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज्ड, वी आर नॉट कंट्रीब्यूटिंग सफिशिएंटली टू द कंट्री, टू द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री. इसके लिए जब प्लान किया जाता है, आप ये देखें कि जो हमारा बेसिक फ्लॉ क्या आता है, व्हाट आई हैव परसीव्ड फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट्स ट्रेनिंग, जो हमारे एकेडमिक्स हैं, जो हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, वो ये भूल जाती हैं कि बच्चा जब इंटरमीडिएट के बाद क्वालिफाई करके इंजीनियरिंग में एडमिशन लेने जाता है, एट द टाइम ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट दे आर फुल्ली ओवरलोडेड. हाईली ओवरलोडेड। और फर्स्ट ईयर का जब भी हम कोर्स डिजाइन करते हैं तो देखते हैं 2 सब्जेक्ट रख दिया, 3 सब्जेक्ट रख दिया है, बच्चे फुल्ली अंडर यूटिलाइज हो जाते हैं, अंडर यूटिलाइज फुल्ली। और ये जो गैप है उनके एफर्ट का, उनकी स्किल का, ये पूरी तरह से सेटल कर देता उनके करियर को। और एक फाइनल ईयर के बच्चे से पूछा जाए कि फाइनल ईयर का बच्चा क्या कर रहा है, जब आता है तो फीडबैक हम लेते हैं बच्चों से, पता चला कि उनको 10 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं फाइनल ईयर में। फर्स्ट ईयर में 3 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है, 4 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है, फाइनल ईयर में 10 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं उनको। एक सेमेस्टर में 5 सब्जेक्ट, 6 सब्जेक्ट रखे जा रहे हैं। इट मीन्स देयर इज अ सीरियस लैक ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ द प्लानिंग एंड डिजाइनिंग ऑफ द कोर्स कंटेंट एज वेल एज कोर्स शेड्यूल। अगर हम इसको दूसरे ढंग से लें कि फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकेंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, फोर्थ ईयर का कंटेंट हम कैसे फाइनल करें, तो फर्स्ट ईयर हमारा बैकग्राउंड बेस होना चाहिए, इंफॉर्मेटिव बेस होना चाहिए। वी हैव टू क्रिएट इंटरेस्ट अमंग द स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट फील्ड दे हैव टू सेलेक्ट। तो मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन उनको हम फर्स्ट ईयर में प्रोवाइड करें, और उनका जो एफर्ट है एट द एंड ऑफ देयर इंटरमीडिएट उसको डाउनग्रेड ना करें। उनकी इफिशियंसी, उनका एफर्ट, उनका डेडिकेशन अपनी पराकाष्ठा पर होता है। वी हैव टू चैनलाइज दैट एनर्जी, दैट प्रैक्टिस, दैट हैबिट, और उनको मैक्सिमम जितना एंगेज करना हो हमको अपने कोर्स कंटेंट। टेक्निकल स्किल को हम सेकेंड ईयर में मैक्सिमम करा दें। थर्ड ईयर एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड होना चाहिए।
सिंह साहब एक मिनट,
फाइनल ईयर
सिंह साहब एक मिनट, डॉक्टर प्रसन्ना, डॉक्टर सलीम, रवि कुमार जी, प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ so that howling should not come. Please mute yourself.
Right, sir. Sir, should I start?
Prasanna, Dr. Prasanna, please mute yourself.
Sir, should I start? Yeah, I think I should continue. तो जो हमारे करिकुलम हम फाइनलाइज करते हैं, प्लानिंग फाइनलाइज करते हैं, थर्ड ईयर शुड बी एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड एंड फाइनल ईयर फॉर द एम्प्लॉयमेंट बेस्ड। फाइनल ईयर में हम टेक्निकल कोर्सेज कम से कम रखें, उनको प्रेजेंटेशन करना है, उनको ट्रेनिंग करना है, उनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी अवेल करना है। दिस टाइम शुड बी यूटिलाइज फॉर देयर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ टेक्निकल नॉलेज, फॉर चैनलाइजिंग देयर टेक्निकल नो हाउ इन ए पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन। और डायरेक्शन क्या होनी चाहिए ये हम फर्स्ट ईयर में डिसाइड करें। बच्चों का इंडस्ट्री बेस होनी चाहिए, और देर टेक्निकल वाइज हम करें कि सेमेस्टर वाइज ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम, देयर वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग, देयर इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग, देयर इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट एटलीस्ट फॉर 10 days must be part of the schedule which we are finalizing. हम पूरे 4 साल में एक टाइम उसको लाते हैं कि भाई ठीक है, एक बार तुम जाकर के इंडस्ट्री से अवेयर हो जाओ। कब जाना है दे डोंट नो। कुछ बच्चे सेकेंड ईयर के आते हैं, कुछ बच्चे थर्ड ईयर के आते हैं, कुछ फाइनल ईयर के बच्चे आते हैं, और इतना कम्बरसम सिचुएशन हो जाती है कि समटाइम्स वी फील वेरी सॉरी। क्या हम ऐसे आत्मनिर्भर भारत को कैसे हम बना पाएंगे अगर हमारी प्लानिंग इतनी वीक रहेगी। बच्चों को उनका डायरेक्शन ही नहीं पता है कि उनको किस इंडस्ट्री में जाना है, उनको कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में किस फील्ड में जाना है, व्हाट इज देयर सब्जेक्ट, व्हाट इज देयर फील्ड स्पेसिफिक अप्रोच, दे डोंट नो। एंड एंटायर ट्रेनिंग ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग, बीटेक, बी, व्हाटएवर वी आर गिविंग, वी आर इम्पार्टिंग देम एंड फाइनली वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग सर्टिफिकेट सिंपली। दूसरा, इंडस्ट्री का भी रोल होना चाहिए कि इंडस्ट्री का जो यूटिलाइजेशन है टेक्निकल नॉलेज का, so we should have opened the channel for their recruitment, for their apprenticeship, for their inflow in the industry, because everywhere manpower is required, technical manpower. It may be having a direct employment or indirect employment, whatsoever it is. या हम उसको हायर करते हैं या डायरेक्ट हम उसको रिक्रूट करते हैं, whatsoever procedure we have to adopt, but we have to arrange the inflow of technical knowledge of these students so that they can channelize their energy, they can plan their schedule, they can plan their curriculum and efforts in a particular direction. तभी हम अंडर यूटिलाइजेशन जो इनके स्किल का है उसको भी हम ओवरराइड कर सकते हैं, प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं, और एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन सबके लिए होना चाहिए. यूथ हमारा अगर खाली रहेगा तो देयर एनर्जी विल बी flowing in a negative direction, just opposite to the development. And the same problem we are facing country-wise. That's why still we are in developing phase. We are not developed yet. These are our view, small view, since so many dignitaries are present there.
Okay,
And,
okay. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Thank
right,
you,
sir.
Mr. Singh.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Singh is, sir, to all our esteemed guests, Mr. Singh is well known throughout the Asia Pacific region for his immense knowledge in various things, even on Panchkosi Sadhana. So today for this session, Mr. Nilesh Wankhede is the chairperson. So Mr. Nilesh Wankhede, you are the chairperson. So now I call upon, because I was told that Mr. Prasanna has a separate meeting. So if Mr. Prasanna is there, then he can speak. Otherwise, Nilesh ji, over to you. Nilesh ji, yes, Mr. Prasanna has come. Thank you, Dr. Salim. Please, thank you. Mr. Nilesh ji, you hand over the mic to whomever has the priority. Mr. Prasanna has talked to me that he wants to talk. Okay. So Nilesh ji, you, yes, over to you, to whomever you give the mic. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I would like to introduce Dr. Vijay M. Vadai, sir. He is having 32 plus years experience. He is currently working as principal at D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi, Pune.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
He is earlier worked at various academies like Trinity Academy of Engineering, Pune, MET Institute of Engineering, Lokmanya Tilak College, Navi Mumbai. He has worked as a HOD in Terna College of Engineering, Navi Mumbai, as a principal at Simagarh Technical Education Society, principal at Myers MIT College of Engineering, Kothurud, Pune. He is having industrial experience also as a convener, VLSI Design Center in Terna EDA Center, Mumbai. His collaborations and other eminent institutes for soft skill development and technical skill enhancement of faculty and student he is having special interest group in that thing. Industry institute interaction, he's very active personality, and he has enhanced through collaboration with 300 industries. He has 20 patents and 200 publications. He has published 5 books. He has guided 18 PhD students. Awards and honors, about awards and honors, he has received the award for Pradna Chakshu Award in 2016, Yashodeep Award. He has won Indira Gandhi Gold Medal Award in 2015, and various awards he has received. About the professional, social, apart from this professional and social associations with organizations, he is having spiritual connections also with Ramakrishna Math Pune and Art of Living for spiritual activities. So he's also working with international bodies like Automation Anywhere USA and Tele Information Technology Canada, Cyprus Semiconductor USA, Australian Institute of Water Science Australia. Lot of organizations he is working with. So without wasting any more time, I would like to invite Dr. Vijay M. Vadai sir for his speech on this day. Sir, kindly unmute your mic, sir.
First of all, let me express my sincere gratitude to Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth sir for giving me the opportunity to be in front of you and express my sincere opinion with respect to the point which has been raised by Sri S.C. Singh sir, Additional General Manager. I'm very happy that, and thank you, Mr. Nilesh Wankade, who has invited me for this particular session on Atmanirbhar Bharat and bridging the gap in the industry and academia. Sir, over the 32 years of experience in this particular, specifically into the academic research, innovations, development, and entrepreneurship, I have certain things to say and response to the Honorable S.C. Singh, sir's all well thought these points with respect to the R&D sectors. In the research and development sector, sir, I have been working since long time for the last 20 years. As I already mentioned that, I have already produced 15 PhD, 10 have completed and 5 are in the process. So we know in our country, there are 3 kind of this universities they are focusing for. The one is a research intensive university, where the only research is going to happen with respect to the whatever the admission of the students. Very talented students are getting admitted into the various institutes, and they are on the first day they have been given to the research problems. Recently, 2 years back, I had been to the WOSA at Delhi onto this, specifically onto the research innovations, and there was approximately 300 industries, 300 academic huge strong universities across the world. The top 10 university, MIT, Princeton, Carnegie Mellon University, Stanford University, Oxford University, Harvard University, such kind of the representations were there. Responding to this first point, there was one South Korean university, sir. South Korean university, the vice chancellor, which was asked the first question, I asked him, that university has started just 15 years back, but it was in a QS ranking, it was in the first top 20 university. So how this they have bridged the gap of, as far as the 150 years university and this 15 years university. But they were mapping to the first top 10 university, top 20 university. How this is possible? I asked the question. He has mentioned that specifically the university were focusing on to the research and development component on the first day. Then how it was possible? There the role the industry has played was a very significant, sir. Onto this particular, specifically into the research innovation development, the Honorable Vice Chancellor there in that South Korea University has mentioned that they select the student first with respect to the industry's requirement. They have tied up the universities with that particular university around 100 other around surrounding industries, very stalwart university MNCs has connected to that university, and the day one the problem is assigned to that university, that particular student who has been entered. Second important point, as far as the research innovation concerned, you will find that in our IITs also. IITs are the premier institute which are considered in our nation also, which are also competing to the top 200 universities in the globe. This time recently IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, they have come into the IIT Madras. They have also positioned properly only from the research and development perspective point of view. Understanding the gap, if you would like to specifically for the research innovation, they have positioned themselves as well. They take the research problem from the industry. The problem has been given to the students, and then that problem is properly nurtured, mentored, and educated, and the student is properly engrossed into this particular environment for not only 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but for the entire 4 year. They are going to address the problem of the industry right from the day, because they have been properly nurtured into that particular environment. This is with respect to the research intensive university. There are certain other type of the universities where research is not the focus, academics is the focus, like us. In our D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, in the specifically which is running, is holding the 36 years of this total legacy, we are trying to have the proper academics as per the affiliated university, SPP University, Savitribai Phule University. We have to deliver and discharge the course curriculum which has been defined and coined by the university, but along with that, we have to have a proper research innovations development. On this particular specifically to bridge the gap where the industry is expecting our cooperation, the institutes, academics cooperation, we have to address the problems of the industry. And that's why many of the industry, if you look at, we know already, either from the academic institution, either from the research intensive institution. Pardon? Yeah, I can continue. Yeah, as far as the research intensive university, if you look at, unless and until the students are exposed to the right kind of the problems which the industry are facing and they are properly mentored, which is in collaboration with the research organization and the research team inside this industry. Let me tell you, as far as this research and development is concerned, because already I have also my own 5 product which is going to be launched into the industry. I have 21 patents. I understand the value of the research intensive university. But how many research intensive university? That's why this as far as the new education policy is concerned, we have to have this proliferations and properly dissemination of this multidisciplinary research in the university or into the organizations. This was initially it was properly absolutely in the isolation, but now with respect to the proper new introduction of this new education policy, I am thankful to the government of India, Honorable Modi sir and Ramesh Pokhriyal sir, who has introduced this particular new education policy to have this India as a Atmanirbhar India. They have already the concept of the digital India, make in India, stand up India, all kind of the India's initiatives which were there to strengthen the Indian students. But still, there are the gaps. Why these particular gaps are there? Sir has mentioned about the coherence and convergence which need to be taken care as far as the Honorable S.C. Singh has mentioned. Yes, sir. Industry's requirement has to be brought to the university. University has to solve this problem. Because in our college also, what I have done to bridge this particular gap, what we have done, sir. Carefully what we have designed, we know that. As far as the futuristic industry 4.0, because all the students, futuristic students have to align with this industry 4.0. Now, what do you mean by the industry 4.0? We know that with respect to the industry 4.0, artificial intelligence and data science is the emerging one of the technology which is going to address the most of the industry. Second important technology is with respect to the VR, virtual reality and augmented reality, which is also important to understand the various in-depth simulations of the various sectors so that it is used for the proper educating the any field into the any sector. If you look at to the manufacturing sector, 3D printing, this particular to change this particular manufacturing scenario, 3D printing is the another technology. Robotics and automation is the need of the time, which are all aligned to the industry 4.0. Internet of the things everywhere. If you look at the billions of the devices are connected to this particular internet, and the proper services and proper products and the services which are given to all the consumer perspective point of view. So how this internet of the thing does work? All these programs, new futuristic programs which are there, which are required as far as this industry 4.0 need to be aligned and equipped with along with this whatever the curriculum has been, which has been specified by the specific university. If it is an autonomous university, definitely. I have also worked with the autonomous university in our D.Y. Patil International University. We ourselves have devised this particular program, all the futuristic program. In a computer and science engineering, we have introduced this artificial intelligence and development program. So that all the data science futuristic program for initial 2 years, we have mapped this curriculum, sitting with the industry people, what is required as far as into the industry that we have accommodated into that. So that right from the day one, there should be the coherence, and ultimately when the student graduate, all the graduate attributes which is required, as far as the program outcome is concerned, because we have to focus on to the outcome based education, not only the output based education. That is why we know that already if you look at to the gross enrollment ratio is only 22%. We have to our aim by by 2025 or maybe by 2035. Our honorable Prime Minister is expecting to have this particular gross enrollment ratio should be shifted to the 51%, but it should be a quality outcome of this any engineering graduate programs, where the capacity of the students to understand the problem, they should have a proper fundamental knowledge of this engineering concept. They have to have the knowledge of the proper designing knowledge, simulation knowledge, synthesis knowledge, testing knowledge. All this knowledge, fundamentally, they should be able to grasp it. It is not only the grasping this particular knowledge, there should be applied knowledge. My son is studying into the applied university there in the Germany. I personally sent him to only to take this into the Schweinfurt University, which is the state university. He was interested to do work onto the applied project. That's why I have sent him to the applied, because in the internationalization of the education, if you look at, and if you want to enhance the capability of the students, then they have to be exposed to the applied project. So application of this project, application of the knowledge base, it has to be disseminated to the students, and they should be able to develop their own product. They have developed their own product. That is why they should not be only developed as for getting employed. We know that in our country, the employability index is only 22%. We have to enhance this employability, and that is why unless and until the industry come to the university, they sit together, they sit and brainstorm together. What are those programs? What are those futuristic technology? What are those training, skill development, which is essential? What the industry need? What is expected? Sir has mentioned. Honorable Singh sir has mentioned that in the while second year, third year, and when the students progress from the second year to the final year, what we expect that right in the first year when they are there, all the testing, psychometric testing need to be done. Where is their inclination? What are their basic skill set? What are their multiple intelligences? Their gradation has to be there done in the first year only. That's why what we have done, I am thankful to the AICT. They have started this induction program for the 15 days. So very nicely, because the students which are coming from the various segment, various sectors, various region, if you look at to the demographic entry of the students from the various sections and the region, they all are not equipped with the same kind of the knowledge base, and hence their categorization of their quality of the student need to be analyzed in the first 15 days. Sir, when they migrate to the second year, here I have to say, Honorable Singh sir, that in the second year onwards only discipline specific proper skill based training has to be embedded. Otherwise what happened, they are burdened with the 80-20 subject kind of the things, 80% theory, 20% practical, and they have to complete it, just finish the as per as the curricula and they complete their education and then proceed. And then again industry asks that my only 20% people are employable. This is only because the students are not exposed to the specific subject-wise in-depth training what this industry is needed. What we have done in D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, sir, in this particular context, as far as the specific is concerned, we have installed and established the Center of Excellence into the all department. I have 8 engineering department: computer, IT, artificial intelligence and data science, then the telecommunication, mechanical engineering, production engineering, and civil engineering. What I have done in all the department, industry supported training center, skill development center, specifically Center of Excellences has been established in support with this industry. What happened then? Industry's requirement, what are there? For example, Virtusa is the company which is having the very strong base. It's a MNC company. They are very good into the advanced kind of the technology, whatever the VR technology, virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial, they are working with the various projects. In the robotic process automation, what we have already 2 years before, we have established that Center of Excellence in tune with the industry's requirement, where I have trained 400 plus engineers. And let me tell you, sir, all the 400 students, those have undergone this specific training, skill-based, subject-based training, what you were insisting, that has been trained, and all have been absorbed by this Virtusa company. That is a very good case study in a D.Y. Patil College of Engineering. And similarly, in support with this artificial intelligence data science, ESDS company, they have come and supported with respect to the cloud technology as far as this, as far as the cloud computing and cognitive computing, these two subjects we have introduced. So subject-based specialized training is the very good solution to bridge this particular skill gap. Sir, you have mentioned that students have been overloaded as far as this subject is concerned, which is given by the specified university. I do agree with you, sir, because the students are not exposed to the practical aspect. So this change, this 80-20 has to be changed, sir. So only 40% theory and 60% practical. This scenario has to be changed, sir. Then and then they will have the proper practical experiences which will suffice the requirement of the industry. Let me tell you that what, as far as this, as already Nilesh sir has mentioned, that in my college what happened, first I have understood, I have checked that my NAC report earlier. In this NAC report that I have found that there was the very much lacuna as far as the industry integration to my institute. I have done first in the 2 years, 300 industry I have connected to my institutions in the all discipline. Then all the practicing engineers, they are working with us. We are conducting in whatever the problems which has been given by the university or the industry, all my students are working into that. Then we are conducting the various hackathon. As we know that in the Indians, Robocon and hackathon, national level hackathon has been initiated by all our ministry of education. Similarly, what we have done, the industry specific hackathon has been conducted in our institution, so that what happened, the students are actually working onto the projects which are given by this the industry. And what happened, the students get that particular skills immediately and they get updated. Oh, this is the things which is required continuously in a 72 hours. They have to code, they have to build the particular system, and they have to come up with the products. So there the talent analysis is done properly, and then they are triggered. So that's why if you look at, so what is important now as far as the new education policy, I am very happy that this time the cognitive ability has been increased, has to be thought of while designing the question papers, not only from the curriculum, in the curriculum for assessing this course outcome as well as the program outcome. Apart from that, the student should be made more creative, more evaluative, more judgmental. They should be there, more emphasis should be there to enhance their creativity, and thereby introductions of this particular, specifically the Bloom's taxonomy, specifically higher order thinking, has to be brought into the picture into the entire education system. So it should be made compulsory, and all the syllabus, I am very happy that AICTE has come forward to give the model curricula. But model curricula can be designed, but implementation of the modern curricula is again the question. And that is why I feel that, Nilesh sir, these are all the important points that I would like to highlight as far as this is concerned. We have to work with the industry very cohesively. We have to work so that our students and faculty, not only the students, faculty should be given proper training, and they should be there in the industry for at least 6 months if they are not exposed early to the industry. I have a design, development, testing, all the experience, because I was there in a 5 years industry. I have worked with the Super Sindara, Super Media, with the US based company. I know what do you mean by design, development, testing, validations, and giving back as the sign up of the project. But similarly, all the teachers, they should be equipped with that particular knowledge base. Hope these are the important points. Along with this, whatever the skill development, I do appreciate the NSDC, National Skill Development Corporations, as far as the vocationalization and skilling part is concerned into the all sector, all 30-40 sectors need to be addressed. I think that in the remark of the first opening, I am very thankful to Honorable Mahesh Kumar Seth and Nilesh Wankade sir that you have given opportunity to open this particular dialogue, and in tune with this Honorable Seth sir, that I have mentioned about some of the important points that I feel that if it is required, I will be back again on this particular issue. Thank you very much,
So it
Nilesh,
was,
sir.
Dr. Vijay, it was really amazing to listen you. We have great persons like Dr. Prasanna, Dr. Amol, Mr. Thambir,
Yes.
and also Nilesh. But only a few points because uh, I have researched regarding the brain for the last 40 years. 40
Oh,
long
great.
years about the brain. Dr. Prasanna, if you can mute only for a moment, you can mute, then the howling will not be there. Otherwise, people will have, please mute your PC or this. So, Dr. Vijay, you also please mute so that you can listen properly.
Yes.
So 40 long years I have spent in the reading the brain, how brain functions, how it can be optimized, how the optimum this efficiency can be achieved. Then I came to know about the process of Swami Vivekananda, photogenic memory. So because earlier I was the memory trainer, superpower memory trainer, though I am today the IoT, 5G and cyber security international trainer, but along with that I am the international trainer of multiplex yoga, dhyana, yoga nidra and soft skills. So because my father was a saint, so I have merged east and west both, merging of the inner engineering and outer engineering both. So if you talk about the technology, if you talk about the inner technology, so fortunately I had two dimensions. So the Sangam, I am trying to learn the Sangam, the merging of the East and West, Eastern countries and Western countries. So only after learning the brain, see a child I have come to know and I have practiced in my own life. I have two sons. So, and I have not sent them to any schools. They have not gone to schools. And one name, he was a especially able child. His name is in the Guinness books. He is the youngest computer wizard. So at the age of 8, he did MCSE. He was not able to hear. He was not able to listen. That is why I have studied well. I have practiced in my own life because nobody was taking. Why I am telling this? Because this is my personal experience and research. And every child, even you, for me, you are also a child. So every child get birth with a unique quality, and every education system, it's their job to find out what is the uniqueness. If you are able to find the frequency, and if you tune to that frequency, resonance will happen. So the I have seen, because most of the engineering college universities I used to go. I'm a motivator, also international motivator. This is my hobby, to go each and every university, engineering colleges, and to have the interactions with the student directly. And I have uh, remembered more than 20,000 stories. Through the stories, I developed the inner qualities and outer qualities, both through the stories only. So I have seen that the child uniqueness is different. He has been forced by the family members in a different direction. So the result is something else, which is not in consonant with his own hobby, profession, liking. And that is why everyone is getting tired. Why people are getting tired? Because it is not in resonance with whatever he wants and whatever his uniqueness is there. So unless and until we tune to the frequency of the child, number one, if suppose his frequency is different and his requirement is different, so we have to bridge the gap. These two gaps also is to be filled up. So we have to approach. So we have suggested several universities and engineering colleges to go to down to the this secondary education systems, and they also should deliver. So because I'm in this zone, I'm coordinating, sending various lecturers, etc., etc., going to the secondary schools, just giving during the prayer, telling something to them, and also counseling. That's how it is giving a good results. I So Srinivas Jogji also has joined, and Mr. Krishnadev, welcome. So what we have to do? So in the study, we have found out that first of all, I have to arouse an eager want in the child, in the student, in the any aspirant. I have to arouse an eager want. So for that, arousing an eager want, you need to learn certain tricks and techniques. You need to know and how his receiver will be on. So I again say it is not difficult job. It's a very easy job, because the moment you say your brain that it is difficult, brain will not accept. It will open the website of difficultness, and it will give you 1,000 difficult ways and means and websites. So always open the site which you want. I want easiness, I want happiness, I want energy, I want success. So we have to open that. So what is the engineering institution? Maybe you may be doing, but most of the institution I have found, we are trying to give something else and child wants something else. Or the level of the child is different and our level is different. So we have to bridge this gap also. And the moment child is tuned to his own frequency, child delivers the amazing results. So I tell you, my son was not able to speak, but I have found out in the first 5 years that yes, he may be a good hardware scientist. And I have given him audio, video, etc., to him, and I used to give him all the freedom to do that. And that child, at the age of 4, he was able to do a lot of hardware work, etc. At the age of 5, he was able to do the Java. The child who was not able to speak and listen, and also every time doctor used to say he will die. And the second child is a great singer. So I have found out in the first initial stage that yes, he may be a good singer. So I have given a good tutor of the music, and today he is a youngest classical singer. So youngest classical singer and international winner. Why I am telling this? Similarly, every child who has got birth, he has uniqueness, and we have to find the uniqueness. Then our job is easy. Otherwise, you keep tuning, the child will mistune. That is what is happening. You may be giving a lot of good impact and hard work, but child is not accepting. So we have to keep his receiver on. So there are ways and means. So someday we will also discuss on these issues. Thank you very much, sir. You have given us, because now I think Mr. Prasanna, Dr. Prasanna was now out of sync. So I hand over to Mr. Wankhede. Nilesh, you handle.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay Vadai, sir, for excellent views on this issue. Yes, once again, good afternoon to all the participants on the studio right now. I would like to I'd like to yes, Mr. Thomre, sir, from
Yes, sir.
RTPC Nagpur. He's our IT expert, and now I think you should introduce Dr. Amol Deshmukh, sir, who is waiting since.
Okay, sir. Sir, I am glad to introduce. Now Dhade sir is there. Okay, so I will glad to introduce Dr. Amol Deshmukh, sir. He is now principal NIT Nagpur. He has his PhD done in electronics engineering. He has about 23 years of experience in academics. Also, he has worked with World Bank in some projects as a coordinator and nodal officer too. He has his 2 patent filed in brain interface machine. He has at least 150 international conferences attended and some books written, and 7 research scholars completed PhD under him. So, like a great scholar with us, I request sir to continue on the topic.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Please.
Welcome, Dr. Amol. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So at the outset, let me thank Sanchar Ratna Mahesh Kumar Seth, sir. Then Thomre sir, Nilesh Wankhede sir, all the esteemed speakers for today's talk on bridging the industry academia gap. So as we discuss, we need to consider the current technical scenario across the globe, as well as the Indian scenario in this special scene. So if you look at for the 1.2 billion across India, 1.5 million engineers are coming out every year, but we need to look upon how much or how many of them are really employable. If you look at for the report by NASSCOM and other the agencies, they say that hardly 7 to 8, maybe less than that, they are really employable. So where is that particular gap that we are talking about? So firstly, the thing which is there, providing the right environment and the right mindset for developing the skills. When we talk about the technology, skills are very much important. And when we, as an academician, as an administrator, when we are talking about these particular things, we have to think about the academicians or the teachers or the professors who are there. So as Mahesh Kumar Seth has rightly said, that if our mind is there to accept the things, then and then whole of the process starts. So we need to trigger those kind of the things. So the teachers or the professors, the first and the foremost thing which I personally feel is that, as Dr. Vijay has already said about that, our professors should have these kind of experiences, the industry experiences and the exposure to the industries. So I personally believe that every other professor should work for some duration, some tenure in the industries, maybe direct employment, or they shall be deputed for a fixed duration, maybe 6 months, maybe a year, maybe a smaller duration than that. But for certain duration, our professors should work in the industries. I remember at the early phase of my career, when I was working in the industry, we come to know about what are the physical challenges and what are the situations. What are the challenges that an employee face when he or she is working in the industry? Because when we come out of our education, when we complete our education, and when we start working in any kind of organization, that shift is very disastrous. Disastrous meaning it's not happening, it is rather happening in a day when you get the result of your final year, and the next day you start your job. That is a situation where you need the mentoring, the internship, or kind of the trainings which are there in our curriculum. They are not sufficient, because working for a training in an industry for maybe a month is not sufficient. The student should undergo internship and the training for at least 6 months, that I feel. And when they are undergoing these trainings, they should learn the newer things which are there. Apart from the technical things, life skills are also very, very important. Now, emotional quotient is one of the things. When students don't have habit for working for 8 to 12 hours at a stage. The new generation which is there, a lot of challenges are there for the generation. We need to understand the challenges of this generation also. So this particular shift, when the student take admission in the first year, we have to start blending. We have to give the flavor of all these kind of environment, all these kind of experiences. And when suddenly he get his final year result, maybe his place, or maybe he get the job on his own, when he starts working in the industry, altogether different things are there. So whether he is in a position to sustain there, so we need to think upon that. And for that, if our professors get such kind of industry experiences, then they can explain all those kind of the things and train our students. So first and the foremost thing which I think is industrial experience for our professors. Second thing which I like to highlight is the internship which is there. So at least for 6 months, maybe a semester, if they spend there, because if they go for technical training or internship for a month, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen in a sense, they will not get the whole idea. They will be working only on short-term projects, and then will not be a complete experience. So when they are there for such a long duration in the industry, they come to know about life skills. So maybe written, verbal, communication, what are the etiquettes, what are the protocols, what are the safety measures, what are how to behave in a particular environment, and responsibility they will come to know. So being responsible, when they feel that they can sustain, then and then they should start. So when the students are there in the industries doing internships, we should have a module of the outcome based things. Likewise, all our professors shall visit at least twice or thrice for during those 6 months in the industries, marking the progress of the student, that how, what are the problems they are facing, are they really learning something new, or only they are doing filing work, or maybe the other kind of work they are doing, preparing Word and Excel file, or what kind of work they are doing. So we need to monitor all those technical things. Students shall deliver the technical seminars, what they are learning, what they are doing in the industry. So student will get the confidence out of these things, because confidence is also very much important when they start a newer thing. Apart from that, if you look at for the student motivation, we have to every time keep the student motivation very high, because analytical and problem solving approach, we have to instill these things right from the day one when the student take admission. And student also should feel like an apprentice when the student enters into the engineering college, because right for the first 3 years he is under impression that he is a student. I mean, although he is a student, but he starts seriously thinking is right in the final year, and that is not sufficient. He should grab every other opportunity which the college or the organization is providing to him or her. The guest lectures, technical talks, so the sincerity and the responsibility will come to student if we mentor that particular student in a way that he is now an apprentice. For 4 years he has to work really very hard. Another thing is which is there, as I was highlighting, analytical problem solving things, these are very much related with the skills. So skill based training, skill based teaching is very much important. And nowadays all of us are facing a very typical problem of COVID. So under this, online teaching and online training is very much important. So there are many platforms like Coursera, Udemy, edX, and all those, so many n number of platforms they are opening now. So utilizing the particular time with these things and enhancing the technical knowledge. I mean, if you say the theoretical things are always there, but looking towards the simulation things, simulation software, simulation things. So if we can provide the correct technical things to the students, I'm confident that student will be motivated enough to take active interest into all these technical things. The next important thing is the syllabus which we are framing, because foundational subjects and the advanced subjects, they are very much essential, but right balance of these things are required, and we should blend. I mean, it should not be very heavy, but at the same time, as Dr. Vijay has highlighted, that there is requirement now that we need to stretch ourselves. We should the faculty should first come out of the comfort zone, and then automatically I'm confident that student will come out of all these comfort zones. So nothing is going to happen if we teach the students theoretically. So practical know-how, hands-on experiences, these are very much essential, and this should not be the terms in the bookish terms only when we wish to when we are discussing or when we are highlighting or making reports or kind of the things. They should be seriously practiced. The meaning, I say that technical hands-on, we have lot many setup, lot many things, lot many softwares which are there. Why can't we as professor, why can't we give all these explanation to the students why this waveform is like that, why those values are like that, why the table which student has prepared, what is the significance of that, because these things matter a lot. So these are small things, but they matter a lot. So balanced syllabus is very much essential. So many times it happens that autonomous colleges may have that flexibility, but other affiliated institutions doesn't have that flexibility. But within the frame, we can practice many of these things, which inviting the industry persons to deliver maybe a unit, maybe some of the bits out of the syllabus. They can deliver, and they can share their experiences working with particular hardware setup, particular instrument, or maybe kind of the things. So spatial practicals can be arranged. Those who are working on the specialized instruments, that is there. Workplace exposure, as I was discussing, is very much essential. Capacity development, I mean, it's an individual as well as the organizational and the social internship. I mean, these kind of things should be highlighted when we are working for this. Incubation centers, this is one kind of thing. Every other institute should come up with their own incubation center. We as an organization can apply for many of these joint projects with either Ministry of Small Scale and Medium Enterprise, MSME is there, or maybe some kind of projects we can undertake with the Department of Science and Technology. Through these projects, we can undertake so many things and we can explain these to the students. We can involve them in these particular projects which is there. We can give the idea of entrepreneurship and the right environment to start the entrepreneurship as such. I hope somebody's mic is on and it is creating a disturbance. All are requested to keep their microphone in the mute position. So entrepreneurship is the right thing, which by entering into the final year, students should have these things in their mind, because after passing out, if you start the student starts thinking about all this, many challenges will be there. So by the time he gets passed out, if these things are instilled in his mind, the further roadmap becomes very easy. So academic research, as Dr. Vijay was saying, we as an academicians are always strong on the research front, but industry wants immediate output. I mean, by the time we are doing PhD, by the time our research is out, the industry can take up any of the things, and they can it's the time to market, maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months. But our research requires a lot of time, but we as the researchers or the academicians, when we seriously think upon in the prototypes, the products,
Somebody
I think
mute the mic.
Yes. So we, the academicians, the researchers, should seriously think upon these things. When we talk about the product development or device development, if it is there, we carry out the research, we refer for somebody else's research, some other fellow can refer to our research. That's a chain of research, but we should not leave the work there and there itself. We should, we can involve MBA students along with our undergraduate, postgraduate students, to do the market survey and what kind of things are required for a particular zone. Just like if you look at the agriculture belt, I mean, if you look at, the other surrounding belts are there, we can devise so many things for the farmers, for the society, likewise. So I think these are the things which are, very much essential if we really wish that this particular gap has to be reduced, or we wish to overcome this particular gap. So these are the things which I think are required. If we wish our alumni, our students, to perform well in the industry, and we need to have a real mindset first for our teaching fraternity and the students and our stakeholders. So thank you very much for giving me this particular opportunity, and these are the things I wish to highlight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Amol. I request all of you, because we will be changing the topics every week. And why I am telling this, because people are telling to bridge the gap between the industry and academics. So for that, there is a great mission, great yagya, where everyone has to give their ahuti. See, today we have 1.3 billion population, means we have to feed them well. So for that, for their food, for their requirement, for the soil, for the engineering of the soil, for so many activities, you need the expertise. You need the methods, ways and means. You need the raw materials are available. How these raw materials can be converted into the various things. See, you engineers, you are making the word, maybe any building, maybe this, maybe this, maybe this, anything, because all the die has been made by you, your students. It means, see, we are required. So even the wire, even this wire also. So for wire, the wire drawing machine also have seen, it is being made here in the Ghaziabad. So that drawing machine is also the job of the engineers. The issue is, we have 1.3 billion population. We have from Kashmir to Kanyakumari widely scattered. So if we are able to fulfill our own requirement, that will again be a great job. Today we are copying. So we don't have any facility, any facilitator who can do the best of our own work. So Mr. Dr. Amol and Dr. Salim, Dr. Mansi Dixit also has come up. Please mute it. So what I am saying, we have 6.5 lakh village. 6.5 lakh village, only 1.5 lakh doctors. So, and most of the doctors, they are living in the city. So technology can help. Our engineers, they can develop something, and see several companies they have developed. So I again say, there is great opportunity. Similarly, if you take up the communication, take the medical line, take the testing, see, in this corona time also, a lot of the things has developed. So we'll discuss on those issues. There are plenty of the job, but yes, if a child think that only this particular type of job is required, that's not good enough. So today, see, from A to Z, things has changed. Now A for alphabet, it does not mean now A is not Apple, A is artificial intelligence. So we have to have research in those lines. We have to go ahead in this. B for blockchain. So that has to be make them learn. And similarly, C for the cloud, not CAT. So that cloud computing, various software, etc., and cyber security, IoT, IIoT, IONT, IOMT, lot of projects are there. See, because we are the international trainer from the UNO ITU on the IoT and the ITU, International Telecom Union, a part of the UNO, they say it will take 2 years to learn about the various IoT devices. So much development has happened. The day 5G will be launched, then at that point of time, we have to be ready with the industry and also the sale procedure to the different. Each and every plant health can be monitored from a remote country or from a remote city. So from the each and every plant to the block to the district to the this. So where is the problem is, when the thing will come up, only then we will rush. Then there will not be any other way out, rather to purchase from the outside. Why to purchase from outside? Our own engineers, they are working outside. Why can't we develop? So we have to develop. The session is for this. We are there to help each and every engineering institution. We are there to develop each and every university. We are there. So please tell us, because we are training all China, Japan, Korea, all those persons, they are getting training on these IoT devices, on cyber security, on digital infrastructure, and on the advanced broadband technologies. You tell us, we will be all these latest things, because now the trends are changing. Now the digital empowerment is going on. Each and every person's having the lot of gadgets which are digitally connected. Each and every banking transactions, each and every, even the medical health, by simply 12th pass person can monitor each and every thing in the remote village, and he can suggest to the doctor sitting in the city, and doctor by simply one small box, I will show you a small box. With one small box, he can have some strobes and he can tell the complete health of the person. This can come to the city, and then the doctor sitting in this city, he can guide, or he can tell that, okay, now this has to be brought to the city. So technology is moving with its own pace. So only what we have to do, we have to this convince, we have to train, we have to develop, and we have to make them more innovative and creative. And our children are there. The moment a child comes from 12th, my suggestion is, first of all, he should be having a feeling of, because most of you are engineers, I have seen. So he should have a feeling of engineership, not the writing on the paper. He should have a certain feeling that yes, he has become an engineer. He should feel proud that he is becoming an engineer. Otherwise, what he does, वो कहीं यूपीपीएससी, कहीं पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन, कहीं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का, कहीं कहीं वो जॉब अप्लाई करता रहता है, इधर उधर जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि he is not having the feeling of engineership. So that engineer, you have engineered the whole society. Any building, anything you have designed, you engineers have designed. So my view is, let us make them feel, and from the day one, the moment they enter, let them make a feeling of engineership. Let them write that yes, they are engineer, and let them have a feeling of that. So every industry must have inbuilt some educational institutions, or any educational institution, they should have the industry, either of the way. But that is not possible today. Every second year, third year, the technology is changing. From where you will purchase? No university can purchase such a costly equipment. It's not possible. I will tell you about the telecom technologies. Even one small rack will be costing 5 crore rupees, and also that will be obsolete after 2 years. Who will purchase? No university, no system will give you any permission. So that's why we have opened this center, to please come and see and have the hands-on. All lecturers, professors, they should come and hands-on, send your persons to do the hands-on. And after this, so today, see, the optical fiber has reached to every home, to every village, and in future, within 2 years, you will find that every house in the village also will be having optical fiber. So because today the things are changing very fast, so we also have to change. Anyway, over to the Nilesh. Over to Nilesh.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, sir. As suggested by Dr. Amol Deshmukh, sir, we have under the great guidance from our Honorable CGM, sir, Sanchar Ratna Mahesh Kumar Seth, sir. We have started 6 months internship training program this year. Even in the COVID-19 situations today, we are doing it in the online mode. Okay, so we are trying to implement it in BSNL already, sir. So next, I would like to request
Just a minute.
Anna Thomre, sir,
One more line,
Dr.
because
Salim
maybe
Jawan, sir.
some of my doctors, they may be leaving. So the one thing, the data protection is going on from the Monday, from 5th, and also from 12th. What is that, Krishna? What is that course? Yeah. From 12th, there is advanced broadband technology, digital infrastructure. The International Telecom Union courses. If anyone is interested, they can contact. From 5th, this October, the international certification course is going on. UNO's ITU international certification course is going on, and from 5th October, and for 2 weeks, online 2 weeks. Every day in the evening, we train all the lecturers and professors and senior professors and even the students. And from 12th for 2 weeks, we are having the digital infrastructures for 2 weeks. So anyone who is interested, they can contact Nilesh ji or this or us. Okay, so now I hand over to the Nilesh.
Yes. I welcome who have joined now the studio now. Dr. Srinivas Jog, sir, Dr. Manasi Dikshit, madam, and Dr. Pradeep Mane, sir. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nilesh, sir.
Now I request yes, sir. Now I request Sri N.R. Thumbre sir to introduce the next speaker.
Okay,
please.
thank you, sir. I am glad to introduce
Dr.
Dr. Salim
Mansi,
Chauhan, sir.
please mute yourself. Mute yourself. I'm Mr. Thambor. Please mute yourself. Thambe. Thambe. Okay. Please speak.
I am glad to introduce Dr. Salim Chauhan, sir. He is principal of Govindra Vanjari College of Engineering Technology, Nagpur. He has done his PhD in video processing. He has at least 30 years of experience in this field. He had got engaged in so many journals, publications, books. Some case studies has been approved for SSTP, etc. And he is a well-known scholar in our Vidarbha area. So I request Dr. Salim Chauhan, sir, to continue with the topic.
सर थोड़ा नॉइज आ रही है, चेक कर लीजिए आपका कनेक्टर ठीक से लगाए कनेक्टर.
Now am I audible?
Yes, yes.
अभी नॉइज नहीं है ना?
Now it's
Hello?
okay now. Yes.
हाँ हाँ.
So
Good
now it's
afternoon,
okay
and
now,
all.
sir. You can continue.
First of all, I express my thanks to organizers, especially Sanchar Ratna Shri Mahesh Kumar Seth, Mahaprabandhak, BSNL, Ghaziabad, Dr. Manish Kumar Shukla, General Manager, BSNL Jabalpur, Mr. N.R. Thumbre, RTTC Nagpur, and all BSNL authorities for giving me an opportunity to speak on a very important topic, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India, how to bridge gap between industry and academia. I am having overall 30 years of experience in teaching in engineering and administrative experience of about 15 years. So I have categorized this today's topic in three modes. The first mode is about the curriculum design process, and due to that curriculum design process, how the gap is created between industry and academy, and then what are the remedies for bridging those gaps. So I am of the opinion that the course curriculum must be designed by taking into consideration the industry requirement. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult for the students to get the job on the basis of degree. Then what the students have to do after completion of graduation, they have to do some course, some add-on courses they have to join, and then they have to waste some 6 months, 1 year more, and they have to invest some huge amount for doing that course, and then after getting some skill, he will be placeable. So first of all, I would like to focus on the process of curriculum design in universities. Actually, the different universities have their different syllabus, and different universities have their board of studies consisting of faculties. Some universities, they are including the industry persons in board of studies. And while designing the syllabus, while designing the curriculum, actually the feedback of the stakeholders, that is very important. Stakeholder means industry persons, the alumni of the colleges, and the teachers, parents. These are all the stakeholders. So the feedback must be taken from the stakeholders while designing the curriculum. And whatever suggestions we are getting from the stakeholders, we must try to introduce those suggestions in the curriculum. Actually, curriculum is not modified as per the development rate of technology. As rightly Mahesh Kumar Seth sir told, that the technology is growing fast, at its own pace, and we have to be say that technology should be approachable to us. So for that purpose, our curriculum must be modified as per the development rate of technology or the development trends in the industry. And to bridge this gap between academics and industry, actually in curriculum, the more stress is given on the theoretical study, whereas industry requires more practical and hands-on knowledge. So that's why that gap is created more and more. So we must give more focus on the practical. As rightly Wadi sir told that there should be 60% practical, 40% theory, like that. So more stress should be given on practicals and hands-on. That I feel. Actually, all colleges are sending their students for internship, implant training during the vacation period. But that internship and that implant training is not carried out that much rigorously at the industry, and that's why that does not bring any outcome in terms of students' development. And second thing I would like to mention that there is no uniformity in the syllabus of all universities, and so there is a discrimination among the students of different universities. Some universities have good practices to modify their syllabus after every 2 years. Some universities are doing after 5 years. So that's why the modification of the curriculum, if it is done after every 2 years, then we can include the latest technologies in the curriculum, and that will benefit the students. Actually, what is happening, more importance is given to passing of the students with good CGPA marks, but less weightage is given to the overall development of the students in terms of technical skills and soft skills. So as a result, the companies are not getting the finished product even though they have the requirement. Many times what happens, the companies conduct their placement drives in our college campuses, and they have the requirement of so many students, but very less students are getting selected in the company placement drive. Why? Because company cannot compromise in the quality. They want the quality engineers, quality students, the students having up-to-date knowledge of the skills. So that is their requirement, and as per their requirement, if they are not getting the students, then they will not select them. So this is happening. Now, I would like to suggest some remedies over this. All universities across the country must have an uniform syllabus. AICT has framed out a model syllabus. It should be adopted by all the universities. That is very nice syllabus framed by AICT, model syllabus. So all universities should adopt the same syllabus. Then there will be uniformity in the syllabus. Then curriculum must be revised regularly after 2-3 years, and new technology must be added in the syllabus. Teachers must keep themselves upgraded so that they can provide good learning outcomes. Actually, what I feel that the teachers should be sent to the industries for training, and if the teachers will be trained with the new technology, with the industry atmosphere, with the industry culture, they will be able to train their students accordingly. So that's why the teachers must be sent for training along with the students. While framing the curriculum, industry experts must be invited. Alumni feedback must be taken into account, and as per the industry requirement, syllabus must be modified regularly. Now, due credits must be given to the online courses like NPTEL, MOOCs, so that the students will mandatorily do this and they can get knowledge as per their area of interest and as per industry requirements. Online courses are available on various technical skills, soft skills, to make students prepared for the placement. So they should students should think of those online courses, and faculty should give them the knowledge about these online courses. Then intensive industrial training must be made compulsory for 1 or 2 semesters full time, so that the student can get exposure about the industry, work culture, industry demand, and their expectations from the students. Due weightage must be given to this in terms of the credits. They should get the credits of that, so that they will seriously do that. Then the collaborative projects must be given additional credits in the syllabus. Students should go for the collaborative projects with the industries. And if they will do the collaborative projects with the industries, then you will get the quality projects, and the students can undergo the industry-based projects and learn in real sense about the technology, and surely it will help them for getting the good jobs. As per National Board of Accreditation, it is made mandatory to have the project quality assurance cell in the colleges. So in all departments, there should be a project quality assurance cell in which there should be inclusion of industry person. We should invite the industry persons for finalizing the final year projects of the students. The industry persons, they have the up-to-date knowledge about the technology, and they can give some suggestions about the projects, so that the students can go for the latest projects on the latest technology, and that will help them much for getting the jobs. Now the second thing I would like to mention, that teacher must be involved in consultancy projects. They may be given the industry, students may be given the industry based projects, collaborative projects, and faculties should also visit to the industries for completing these industry based or collaborative projects. In National Education Policy, the provision is made to include the skill development from second year of the course of engineering, and also the flexibility of studying interdisciplinary subjects is given. It will help the students to study the subjects of their interest of some other branches also. Means, for example, if the student is studying in mechanical engineering and he wants to study some subjects of computer science, some languages, suppose subject like Java, artificial intelligence, data science, any subject of computer he wants to study in order to make his career in software, then that flexibility is given in the new National Education Policy. So that is that will be very beneficial for the students. And in National Education Policy, it is also a provision that students can acquire the credits through online certification courses or some correspondence courses of some other universities. This will definitely provide the students the exposure to undergo some advanced course in some other universities, correspondence course or some online certification course, and upgrade themselves. So hope that this National Education Policy will definitely bring some positive changes in this direction. And the execution of these directives of National Education Policy must be done in effective manner. Second, one thing I would like to mention, that the industry institute interaction, III cell, that must be made strong at the institute level, and strong and operational. Not only it should not only be on paper that we have a III cell, it should be made effective and operational. The memorandum of understanding, MOUs, with various industries must be made more effective and operational by arranging the various industrial visits, industrial trainings, then expert talks of industry persons, collaborative projects, consultancy projects with the industries. So that way we can create such an atmosphere in the educational institute. There will be a competitive atmosphere among the students, and the students will become competent for acquiring the jobs. I appreciate the organizers to take this initiative to organize such a discussion on this hot topic. It will definitely help to make India Atmanirbhar if proper focus is given on this issue. The COVID-19 pandemic situation has also created so many opportunities to us to start the production in-house instead of relying on China or other countries. India is the biggest market for China. Our central government has made many liberal policies to promote MSME in terms of finance and taxation. The industrialists and new startup companies must take an advantage of these policies and generate employment for the youths. If we promote Make in India concept, then lot of employments will be created, and India will march towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. So once again, I express my thanks to all organizing team, and good day. Any question?
Thank you, Dr. Chavan. Whatever is the India today, it is because of you gurus. Remember the time, this country, the Prime Minister or the Minister, all the engineers, they are all because of the gurus. So you guru have created this word. You have made your students so much stable that we were able to cope up the pandemics. And also whatever will be tomorrow, it will be only because of you. So our endeavor will be to empower the gurus. And we have Sikkim, we have the Sikshak Kalyana Foundation. Through that, we are honoring various teachers, various institutions, various VCs. And we are really lucky to have the great gurus like you all. So our aims and objective is that without the guru, nothing can happen. And yes, because if gurus are empowered, if they are taken care of, if they are given opportunity, if gurus are eager enough, the country will again become the Vishwa Guru. And that is our aims and objective, that yes, once again we will rise to the occasion, and we will be linked up with our own genetic power, the inner science, and also we will also develop the outer science by improving the creativity and innovations of each and every person, each and every student, each and every subordinate. So we have to develop new ways and means so that we should be able to generate more and more opportunities for our youngsters. And that is the aims and objective. And that we will do, not we may, we will. We will do. We are with you. Please tell us what to do, in which direction. We will make a big group and we will help each other. I believe in win-win situations. So with that, I'm also international motivator. If you find one day or the other day, on Saturday, we have motivational sessions. On every Saturday from 3 to 6, we are calling various motivators, and also with those a happy life. They always ever happiness. So various problems we take up, more than 2,000, 3,000 problems we take up, and we discuss the solutions of those problems. There I invite all of you, because you may be having a lot of students who has already studied with you, and they may be in depression. Remember, every situation brings some new direction, new light, new ways and means. So we have to only open our antenna and see the frequency, which frequency is coming, and we have to tune our receiver to that frequency, and then we will get that. So you are all knowledgeable person, you are all gurus, you are all creator of this new society, new young society. You are creator. So since you are creator, so we will honor you if you come on every Saturday at 3 p.m. We have discussions on various topics, and please drop in your your number so that we can contact you, or I will say my representative in the Nagpur and the Pune, they will also get linked with you. So please come up and say a few words, then you can go. You need not stay for 3 hours. You can come for 5-10 minutes. What you want from the student, engage your students to listen, because maybe since there is a body, Sarir Bhav, आप कहेंगे वो बात तो शायद बच्चे ना माने, लेकिन हम दूर से कहेंगे तो कई बार बात मान ली जाती है. दैट इज द ह्यूमन माइंड फंक्शंस. सो पिता की बात बच्चा नहीं मानता, लेकिन अंकल बोलेगा तो बात मान लेगा. तो ऐसा होता है. सेम टॉक. So from different angles, one object has to be seen, and the problem has to be addressed. So that's how we will work together. We will make a new world, new society, new India, and we will try to grow the innovations and creativity among the children. There is a lot of opportunity. If I would have taken the lecture, you would have come to know we need minimum 3 crore persons to work for the make in India. We have a lot of projects, but see, today I want to listen from you. Next week we will discuss all those issues and various issues. I said, where 130 crore population is there, you can imagine every country is eyeing on us. They want, this is such a big market we have, and we are saying we don't have a job because we have not created the industry, we have not given opportunity for the creations, for the innovations, and we are still importing a lot of things. Why to import? So we can develop. When China can develop, why can't we develop? So that way we will be also bringing the industrialist. Normally we are bringing today, this was the we could not call, but next time we will be conducting it on Friday, and we will call the industrialists also. You can talk also to them. Various associations of the industry, we will call them and we will have a big get together. Please be with us, and so that we can help each other. Okay, over to Nilesh.
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir. Always our honorable CGM sir is a source of inspiration for all BSN employees. Thank you, Dr. Salim Chavan sir. Especially your suggestion regarding the credits to be given to the students for the online courses or external courses they are doing. I will support this idea with a great efforts. Personally, believe that okay, that will create that special push. Thank you so much, sir. Now I will like to introduce the next eminent personality, Dr. Srinivas Jog sir. He has received the PhD in Electronics and Telecom from Government College of Engineering Pune, which is affiliated to the University of Pune. He has total 31 years of experience in R&D and teaching. Also experienced with R&D work at Meldon Pune. He's published more than 106 papers in national and
Nilesh ji,
international
just a minute.
conferences.
I request Professor Dr. Mansi, and please mute yourself so that howling should not happen.
Yes, 16 journals are published in IEEE conferences, 3 in Springers, and 27 in national international journals. 2 papers are in Springer Journal on personal wireless communication. He has worked as a session chair for many IEEE Springer international conferences like CCPE 2011, CIIT 2011. He is also reviewer of many IEEE international conferences. He has worked as a referee for IET UK journals on microwave antenna propagation and Journal of Science Measurement and Technology, Springer Journal for on wireless personal communications. Especially interested in switching and telecom networks, wireless, 3G, 4G, mobile communication systems, satellite communication systems, defense communication systems. He has conducted more than 55 training programs on about topics for the police wireless, AR, AI, and Somaiya College of Engineering, Mumbai, and various industrial organizations and academic organizations. He is a fellow of IET, and immediate past chairman of Institute of Electronics and Telecom Engineers, Pune Center, India in 2012 up to 14. An ex officio IET governing council member and member of publication and technical program committee. Presently, he's working as professor and HOD ENTC with Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Technology, Pimpri, Pune, which is affiliated to the over to Dr. Srinivas.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear my voice?
वेलकम टू भगवान श्री निवास जोग श्री
अरे वाह।
निवास जहाँ जो श्री
Thank
जहाँ
you.
निवास कर रहे हो
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth, Mahaprabhandak BSNL, for giving me opportunity to deliver my talk on this particular, you can say, sort of webinar. I am also thankful to Nilesh Wankere sir and other BSNL authorities who have given me opportunity for expressing my views in this particular short webinar which is planned today. I am working with Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Technology, which is accredited by NAC, and also all the departments are accredited by NBA. And currently, we are ranked 196 in government in India in NIRF ranking. So, what I want to express in this particular way is that our academic institutions are really working very hard for exploring the job opportunities to the students. No doubt about that. So a lot of efforts are being taken by academic institutions for opportunities in the job and industrial scenario. So this is a very, you can say, I must appreciate this Atmanirbhar Bharat, bridging the gap between the industry and academia, which is a very burning topic, which is currently being discussed in this particular platform. So thankful to TV News 10 also for giving us opportunity for this particular thing. Now, there are certain things which industries or academic institutions are already doing. Like academic institutions are working hard for various kind of project competitions and then the exhibitions where the students are taking participation in the variety of ways and they are expressing their ideas, they are expressing their projects in this particular thing. A lot of professional bodies, rightly, like IEEE and Institution of Electronics and Telecom Engineers, Computer Society of India, Institution of Engineers, then EMC Society of Engineers India, Instrumentation Society of Engineers India. A lot of people are working to basically organize this kind of activities for the students. Students are also currently publishing their patents and also publishing the publications in the national journals and conferences and other things. Also, currently, government has launched certain schemes like entrepreneurship developments and incubation centers, and a lot of things have been launched by the government for the with certain kind of funding. So institutions are that way working very hard for getting the better opportunities for the student for the campus and other things. However, there are certain gaps which I would like to focus in, which I think we should work all together, industry and institution, for filling up the gaps, which is very, very important. As already been told by Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar ji and my previous speakers, there are certain burning areas which today which are very much important. And first one is IoT, that is Internet of Things, robotics, artificial intelligence, deep learning. All these things are very much today in demand. So students and faculty members are more and more stressed over working in all these particular requirements. So Dr. Vadai from D.Y. Patil College already told one very important point, which I feel very, very important. In abroad countries, the research problem is basically given by industry, and the teaching line and the professors in the university work on this particular problem. So there is a very good tie-up between the universities and the industries abroad, in abroad countries like US, Germany, and other countries. So I think that should be the first thing which we should plan in our country, that the universities like which are top in NIRF ranking, like Pune University, Savitribai Phule Pune University, or they should try for a tie-up, particular tie-up with the industry. And so industry should give the problem to university, and university professors and the students together should work to solve the problem. If that thing happens, then I think a lot of opportunities can be seen in the areas of the placement and other thing. Secondly, somebody has already pointed out the internship which is provided by, which is AICTE is now making it mandatory. It's a welcome situation. However, internship for 1 month or 15 days is not sufficient. The internship must be at least for 1 semester. And at least the institutions which are autonomous or the universities which are deemed universities, they have got curriculum in their own hand, so they can plan this kind of internship training for 6 months or so for a industry. I think that will be the very welcome situation, because students should go into the industry. Not only students, but the professors, as Dr. Salim Chauhan sir has already told, professors should be deputed to the full-time deputations to the industry, some 1 or 2 professors per semester, and they should learn the new things which are happening in the industry. I think that is a very, very important step which can be we can expect in the future. So 6 months internship training is, I feel, it's absolutely essential. Already some deemed universities and deemed colleges have already started doing that. One complete semester they are reserving for the internship oriented programs. So I think that is the very, very important issue which I think all of us have to adopt in future days. Secondly, the skill development programs, many of the colleges, my colleague Dr. Mani sir is also here, so he will also say same thing. All colleges are doing all these skill development programs in their institution, because now company wants a ready-made product, where before joining the student in the company, they want students should be trained for a lot of things like skill development, technical knowledges. Okay, so many companies are coming in the 6th semester or 7th semester, and they are inducting their programs in the college's timing itself. So students are taking training on Saturdays and Sunday about the skill development and various other kind of program. So that is already happening, but I think it should be done very vigorously, so that the student will be a ready-made product before they join the industry at the end of 8th semester. So that is what is one important thing. So I think autonomy and the deemed university is a very good step, which is basically taken up by governments and the private institution, so that they have got their own framing of syllabus and their own framing of the curriculum. So they have got liberty to update the syllabus regularly, and to also have the more practical and vigorous internship trainings, which is possible in the teaching and the learning processes. Secondly, I personally feel that the students should be given a training of spiritual things. That is what I feel very, very important, because spiritual things will always motivate you in all respects. They should be taught a very good ethical values, and even the yoga, as a matter of fact, will be the very, very important you can say thing, which is to be given to the teachers as well as to the student. I think many institutions have already started that, but that should be focused more for ethical, spiritual, and the training like yoga to the professors and the students, along with the industry scenarios or industry synergies. Okay, so Dr. Chauhan has already said professors should visit regularly to industry once in a semester for a few days, and he should try to see what is happening in industry, and that will be helping us to bridge the gap between the academics and the industry. So somebody was saying that there should be a very good focus on virtual labs, simulations, okay, and various courses like NPTEL courses or the MOOCs and the Coursera. But still, I think that the professional hands-on training and professional training cannot be replaced by virtual labs. That is what I personally feel, because I also worked in the industry for 7 to 8 years, and unless and until the student and the professors get professional training, hands-on training in the industry, I think they will not get the feel of the product or the feel of the industrial equipments which is there. So no doubt today's pandemic situation, we are heavily relying on the virtual platforms like virtual labs, and a lot of IITs and COEP, they have launched the virtual lab thing for all the subjects. You name the subject and there is a virtual lab which is available. So you have got even in switching telecom networks, wireless communication, a lot of virtual labs are available today. But it will not replace the hands-on training. That is definitely I want to say. So hands-on training is a must, and hands-on training must be given to the students and the professors, so that they will become acquainted towards the wireless or the telecom or the core sector products. Especially I am talking about electronics and telecommunication. Another thing which is very important is that we should now try to grow the core technological aspects like telecommunication. Okay, a lot of job opportunities are there in the software industry, but we should take the efforts from our side that a lot of hardware manufacturing plants and a lot of hardware things should be started in our country. Already government is taking a lot of initiative, but I think when it will happen, in a great scale, then there will be a very good opportunities to the students, and also our telecom sector, which is a core sector, that will also regain the all old golden days which we were talking about nowadays. So these are the things which I would like to express on this particular platform. And as earlier speakers have already said, we should try to strengthen the III interaction, industry institute interaction, and also MOUs. That is also one of the important thing which is should be there. Center of excellence, in which the students will get opportunity to work in the industry, and the industry will get opportunity to work in to use the libraries of the academic institutions, to see the papers of the academic institutions. So all this is very, very important. No doubt, professors and students are filing patents and publication, but unless and until it has got commercial value, or unless and until it has got some kind of product development stage, I think the full achievement cannot be say optimized. So I think this is what my views about the bridging the gap between the industry and academic and institutions. And once again, I would like to thank Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth ji, BSNL, and also Nilesh Walkhede ji for giving me a good opportunity for talking and expressing my own views on this particular platform. So thank you very much again. It is all from my side. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dr. Jog, you have said regarding the spiritual training, a lot of fight will happen because people don't understand the spiritualism.
Yeah.
They understand only the breaking of the society and the country. So let us talk, because after spiritual quotient, first the IQ, then emotional quotient, then spiritual quotient. Now energy quotient has come up. For that, we are the trainer. How to improve your energy, how you can, within a week, you can double your energy, that we are training. And we have started the holistic approach of training. See, the fun learning, even the most difficult thing becomes very easy, the fun learning ways and means. So, sir, as you have said that the unemployment, earlier speaker also has said that the 1.5 or 15 lakh people, the engineers, they are coming out. So I will tell you what are the prospect for the engineers, because if we go to the old methods, then you will have this type of problem. So where the solution is available. See, 1.3 billion people, they need food, they need quality of the food. So you need the quality of the soil to be improved. You need also the capacity building for the 70% population is still living in the village, and also the marketing of the product. Similarly, the health, 1.3 billion people, the health, how the health can be maintained. Only see 6.5 lakh village, only the 1.5 lakh doctors, how to serve them. And see, the technology can help, a lot of things can be devised, and also with the available things, new things can come up, and prenatal and postnatal child care, that is one of the most important things. See, the child, when in the womb, you can make any kind of product, but when you leave it as such, then the product is quality is and after coming out of the womb, the lot of things are to be done, that has to be taken care. And there a lot of research lies, tracking, tracing of the patients, chronic patients, maintenance of citizenship record, medical record, all these things are, and CME of the doctors, so many things are there. Similarly, regarding the environment, you are seeing in Corona it has improved. And see, the from the factory, from the vehicle, from other things, a lot of the environment pollution is there. Why not? We can do online. Why we have to go inside? Today it's era of sensors, era of digital technology, era of remote sensing. Why we need that? So that also can be done easily. Hazardous industries, lopsided development. You are seeing that in the cities, the kind of the development, and they are creating a lot of the issues and dumping of untreated effluents from into the rivers and seas, and that through the sensors we can monitor, and also some devices can be monitored. So we have to change the policies also, so that these engineers, the capacity, their innovations and creativity can be improved. Similarly, education, you have seen that all of a sudden more than 500 times data usage has increased. Fortunately, we have put up the optical transport network. Means national superhighway was ready. That is why. So we are providing to all the operators. So we have provided the superhighway network. So through the optical transport network, through the PTN, through the CPAN, you are getting this. But see, if something increased to 500 times, all of a sudden, how the system will cope up? We are still able to talk on this webinar. This is all going on those transmission line. So that way, the also you have seen that now everybody is getting 98%, 99%. So a lot of cutoff is available. So water management, next war will be on water management. So we have to manage the water. Otherwise, we will not be alive. So here again, our engineers has to work hard. Our scientists has to work hard. Similarly, preservation of the perennial river. So how these rivers? There we need engineers to brain, because engineer brain, our contribution in each and every field. Similarly, the power shortage you are seeing, even the village, sometimes 1 or 2 bulbs you cannot burn. So the power shortage, the smart power system, smart body, smart mind, smart power, smart village, smart city, smart institutions, they everywhere smartness is required. There again, we need a lot of input, a lot of trust, a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity, and in-house. We don't want something from outside. In-house we require. Therein, we are forcing the government, yes, give opportunity to our persons, give opportunity to our institutions, and see the magic. And in this corona time, you are seeing a lot of new things are coming up. But yes, still a lot of things are to be done. So similarly, the disaster preparedness, every now and then, one or the other disaster is there. But after the lot of damage happened, then we wake up. Why not to prepare in advance? Similarly, the financial inclusion. You have seen that directly going to the village, because I was in charge of the Northeast. So we have ensured that directly going to the account, empowering the banks, all the banks, that they are the bandwidth should be improved. Each and every tea garden, they should get the connectivity so that they can open then and there the accounts. So a lot of things are to be done in this country. A lot of opportunities are available. Security aspect, you are seeing that every now and then, Doklam, this time, so many things are available. And similarly, the government deficit, single window concept of each and every government department. Each and every, lot of state government and central government is there. Still, you go to queue, chai pani, and corruptions, lot of corruption. So that can be reduced by the technology, by the engineers, and you have done it. A lot of things has been done. Still, a lot of things are to be done. So how we can do this? So first of all, the e-network. In the e-network, you are seeing that the your health record, etc., etc. One small briefcase, and only 10th pass person, they will be suitably trained, and they can go to the village, they can check it, and that data immediately through the small these things, now that can be transported to the any big cities, and big daughter city sitting in the Delhi or Bombay or Calcutta or Madras, they can guide. So things are there, only we have to innovate. We have rather than the earlier methods, we have to innovate ways and means. So over to the another speaker. Over to one kid.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Now,
Thank you, Dr. Srinivas Jog, sir. While you were speaking, sir, there was one very interesting quote from our viewer about the recruiting of industry person in academic institutes. So it will be up to the next speakers to comment on this thing. Now I will request Sri N.R. Professor from Nagpur to introduce Dr. Mahendra Limaye sir, and after that Dr. Pradeep Mane sir and Dr. Manasi Dikshit madam, who is also waiting since long, and I can see very senior person Chaudhary Mangal Singh Sahab. Namaste sir. So over to
thank you, sir.
Thomre sir.
I am very glad to introduce Advocate Mahendra Limaye sir, who is techno-legal expert not only in Nagpur. He is representing various cases in cyber security all over India in various high courts. He has got his PhD done in cyber law and information technology. He has started a new idea of cyber crime helpline, through which he has he have given consultation to at least 10,000 persons across India who were the victims of cyber security fraud. He has also given his views to Niti Aayog, Bharat Sarkar, Also, he is my guru for cyber security and web designing. So I request Advocate Dr. Limaya sir to start with the topic. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I will thanks RTTC for providing me this particular opportunity. I'll thank initially Sancharatan Mahesh Kumar Seth sir, then Manish Shukla sir, whom I am not seeing but whom I have long association, and NR Kambre sir, all the staff of RTTC. Today, I will be sharing my views on how to bridge gap of industry and academics, specifically in the area of cyber security and cyber litigation. In today's world, we are seeing that all of us are compelled to use technology, and we are using innovative ways of technology in our day-to-day activities. But bridging gap of industry and academics means academicians are coming up with innovative apps, different types of, say, methodologies to do things faster without knowing what is the actual harm in creating this particular app, where this particular data is stored. As all of us know, data is new oil. Where this particular oil is flowing, how we should use this particular data when we are using any module in any app, where entire information is stored, who is using that particular information. Just now, Setji has described our regarding health worker going in remote villages and capturing the health data. How this particular academics, you are not exposed to what is actually happening in industry. So cyber security, or the followers of cyber security, must understand how this security is getting breached, what are the ways to plug these security breaches, and how we can sensitive or protect our sensitive personal data. Because what is happening in present day, everybody, and nobody is aware that what is the provision for protection of this particular data, or what is to be done when our sensitive personal data is breached by some particular person. You must be following newspapers, seeing so many stories about people cheated in various online frauds. Is that people are coming with innovative ways or technology without making people knowledgeable, people aware about the pros and cons of the technology. Because technology is two-edged sword, or for that particular matter, unless we understand how to use this particular technology, many threats from technology. One of the major reasons fail to use technology without being aware that what are the security ways, what are the ways by which we can protect our sensitive information, and all this is happening when technology is used for each and every activity. So it is because institute all the infrastructure available. So, and they have also committing certain courses, or they are coming up with certain courses as far as cyber security, this sort of issues are concerned. So when the institute like RTTC, particular institute, can come up with lot many emerging issues like data security, data protection, encryption technologies, which will be mandatory for future communications, then it will be a very helpful step by the RTTC to provide lot many young generation awareness and training regarding these emerging areas, because when we are learning about artificial innovation, this particular data, who is getting hold of this particular data? Yes, we are not aware about what is happening with our data, and that's why a lot of crimes are being committed. There is a very important bill known as data protection bill, which is in parliamentary there to protect data, how data can be protected, and this particular bill needs to be understood by all the academicians as well as people who are related with these sort of series, and you will find almost 7 to 8 companies are making use or misuse of data being created by us. Just understand the module of Facebook or Google or any other app which is being developed, and what is the commercial module of that particular app. They are just fetching our data, they are just storing our data and using that particular data for commercial purpose. So when we are creating so many apps, just I'll give one particular example. It may sound you harsh, but when you are downloading any app, how many of us have just understood what information is being collected by that particular app? Because prior to downloading any app, there are certain terms and conditions. Since we are in a hurry to download that particular app, we accept all the terms and conditions and we become universal donor of our sensitive personal data. So these are the traps laid by the industry, which must be understood by the students, by the academicians, because this sort of data is not free property of anyone. It is our sensitive personal property, and we must understand how this sort of industry is exploiting our sensitive personal data. The topic which I want to focus is related to data security and cyber security. As far as cyber security is concerned, unless you know the means and ways by which you can secure your information, you will not be able to protect your data. So these sort of technologies which are mandatory in PDPB, that is Personal Data Protection Bill, like encryption technology, anonymization of data, pseudonymization of data. So these are new words which must be taught in all institutes, because data, but protection of that particular data. And unless our students or our young generation is able to understand the value of the data, it will be pathetic condition for us, because India is highest user as far as internet users are concerned, and we are highest data creators in the globe. So when we are producing this much data, who is exploiting that particular data for their economic use, their commercial use? All the foreign based companies are making exploitation of data created on our soil, and Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for this particular Atmanirbhar Bharat, our data needs to be remain on our Indian soil, and for that all academic particular say webinar in on 10 News Live must understand significance of our data, how to protect our data, how to make our data very effective as far as sharing of information is concerned. And just to sum up this particular subject regarding how to bridge gap of industry and academics, I'll just ask or request academicians to focus more on data privacy, data protection. There should be many more courses related to data protection, encryption, anonymization, because if this PDPB bill is passed by Parliament immediately, I am sure we don't have mechanism to protect our data right now. So unless our industry is prepared to protect our own data, how we will be relying on other foreign companies? So we will be asking foreign companies to protect our data. That will be sheer apathy, and that is my sincere concern. Unless our industry is capable of protecting our own data in our own manner, in our own Indian manner, it will be very difficult situation for us to protect our data. There are few guidelines or few tips which I would like to share at the end of this my small session. When we are sharing each or any data, we must be focused to think twice before sharing any data. Whether sharing of this particular data is essential, what harm can be caused if this data falls in some hands of criminals, how to protect and secure our data, to share our images. All these are very vital in this particular world. And when all the education is migrating on cyber mode, on virtual mode, how to live safely in digital world is very must, and our digital world from cyber criminals and protect our sensitive personal data. I hope most of you may take some input to protect data in future, because when this particular bill will become a law, there will be literally chaos to protect our data. So lastly, I will again appeal to all academicians to know about what is Personal Data Protection Bill, what are the provisions. Only broad concepts I will name: anonymization of data, pseudonymization of data, and making our data unreadable. That is the basic theme of data protection. So I again thank all the RTTC people. I will stop my small, say, views on bridging gap of industry and academics. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mahendra. Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to Wankhede Stadium.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Mahendra Limaye, sir. Because in today's Internet of the Things world, where Internet is the only thing, so we must take care about the data protection and all. So next, I would like to introduce Dr. Pradeep B. Mane, sir. Who is working right now as a principal in All India Shivaji Memorial College of Engineering, Institute of IT. And about him, he has done his PhD from Bharati Vidyapit University. He has worked in Philips India Limited for 3 years, 15 years in BVCOE Pune. He was a member of BOS for Electronics faculty in BVDU and SPPU. He has co-authored 8 books in the subject of radio and TV engineering and computer networks. He has published 60 papers in national, international conferences and seminars. He has 74 international journal publications. He's a regular reviewer of Spinger Wireless Communication Journal. His area of interest is wireless communication. He is a senior member of IEEE, fellow of IEI and IETE, member of ISTE, ISA, and IJERIA. He has received National Award for Best Engineering College Principal from Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, IST, and CSI Mumbai chapter, and B.R. Batra Memorial Award, that is with IETE. He was co-PI for ISRO UOP search grant. Special things about Dr. Pradeep Mane sir is he is very much interested in I'm seeing him since last 3-4 years or so. While he has sent his engineering students for project works in BSNL RTTC Pune, he has personally visited so many times our campus. He is very enthusiastic in that field, the training field. Yes. So over to Dr. Pradeep Mane sir, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Wankhede sir. First of all, a very good evening to all the participants and all the panel experts. Honorable Kumar Sarji and all the organizing team. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all of you for giving me a chance to express my views on the topic which has been talked about for since last so many years. The topic is bridging the gap between industry and academia. And what we are talking in terms today, the theme is Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India. How we are going to have these things together. What I would like to emphasize over here is that in line with the previous speakers, I just want to put forth first that all of us are aware about the new National Education Policy 2020. And this policy, I hope, is going to drastically change the field of education, right from the school education to the middle school, to the junior colleges, and when it comes to the professional colleges, the entire, what you can say, the gamut is going to change. Now, coming specifically to the professional education, when I talk in terms of professional education, I will not be only talking about engineering, but when it comes to professional education, it also talks about the pharmacy colleges, the hotel management colleges, the architecture, the medical professions. So it is very important that this policy is going to affect all of us. And the important things what this policy is emphasizing is that, yes, it is emphasizing what our Pradhan Mantri ji has attempted, that the Atmanirbhar Bharat. And when he is talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, the entire focus of this new education policy is seeing to it that the education is going to support this concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Because unless and until the students who are going to be getting involved in this concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, unless and until they themselves are not aware about how they are going to do Atmanirbhar Bharat concept come real, things are not going to happen. Now then, coming to specifically the bridging the gap between industry and academia. As I already said, that on many platforms this topic has been discussed, and there is always a blame game between saying that the academia is not coming forward, the industry is not coming forward, but it is going to happen. And what I feel is that, yes, these two, the academia and industry, are the two sides of the coin. Now, what I foresee, or rather I will talk in terms of rather my case studies or the examples as to how we have bridged the gap, because it is only possible that in spite of just saying that what are the things needed to bridge the gap, I'll give the things what our institute has specifically done to bridge the gap. So I'll just go point wise so that things are more clear, because the previous experts have just talked. Yes, they have said that this thing needs to be done, this has to be done, but unless and until we educationists take an active role and we start initiating the things are not going to work at all. This is the first and foremost thing which I want to point out. Now, the first thing what I have been seeing since the long time is that we academicians fall very short in establishing contacts with the industry. Yes, we know that the industry is too busy because they are there to follow their targets, they have their agendas, and then they have very little time to be spent with the academia, where we academicians do really have lot of time in terms of when we see the vacation period, which most of our faculty members are just underutilizing it. They just go on touring things, they are not doing anything. And basically the concept of vacation given to the teachers is not for enjoyment, but it is for their self development. And this is the thing which needs to be pointed out to all the teachers. And unless and until this thing is being pointed out, I personally feel that whatever things we will be talking out, unless and until the teacher participates into this, and it has to be made mandatorily, because when things are not mandatory, we know that unless and until we take a stick in the hand, things do not work, at least in the Indian ecosystem. We all of us are conversant that yes, if certain things are put on paper and if somebody is made accountable, then and then only things start working. So what I feel is that the previous speakers have said that yes, the professors must go to industry, they must get training. Agreed. But who is going to take the initiative? Yes, the head of the institution and the management is supposed to see to it that whether the teachers are going to the industry for training. Now, in our case, what we have done is the very first concept what we have brought into our institute is that we have made it mandatory for all our teachers to have a connect with the industry, and we call it as the iConnect program. This iConnect program makes it mandatory for all our teachers to see to it that they are visiting the industry regularly. They are going to take the trainings at least once in a year, at least for a period of 8 days in an industry. Because what happens is that speakers have been talking about the emerging trends, and all of us believe that the emerging trends should be made known to the students. And unless and until our teachers are aware of what is going in the market, they are not going to be able to deliver what is actually required for the students. And then we'll be just talking that NASSCOM will be talking that the employability rate is hardly 25 to 30%, and the industry will keep on blaming that your students are not employable. This is going to happen. And for this to overcome, the first thing what I personally feel is that the gap which needs to be bridged is that the academia must come in forward. That is, the teachers must see to it that they are spending their time and going to the industry and training themselves. And the projects which are to be taken as sponsored projects, it needs to be taken by the teacher, and he must be guiding it. I'll give you an example. Because of this thing which we have made it mandatory, since last some 4 to 5 years back, we had taken projects from Vishay Components, which was previously Philips India Component, and our teachers and students together could solve their 7 live problems. So this in itself proves that unless and teachers involve and they get involved along with the students, the things are not going to work. And this is the first and foremost thing which we are supposed to see to it. So the first thing is, as I said, that the teachers themselves should get involved, should approach the industry, they should get them self-trained, they should bring the projects on their own. And second thing is, the other speakers also talk about that the teachers must go in for consultancy. Yes, we have also made it mandatory that our teachers must go in for consultancy. And today I am proud to say that yes, we have a power quality cell where our teachers are giving consultancy for power quality and energy audit. And in the last academic year, we have generated an income of almost 10 lakhs. So now what has happened is that since our teachers, since it was mandatory for them to approach the industries, they showed their expertise, because we know that the teachers do also have certain expertise which the industry does not have, provided that they bring it forward to the industry, because the industry will not know what is my expertise unless and until I go and approach them. So this is the best thing, that the teachers must go mandatorily and approach the institute and tell them what they can do. Then and then only the industry, maybe after some time, when they believe, okay, this teacher is got an expertise in XYZ field, he is going to obviously give maybe certain problems to him, maybe certain projects, he may take consultancy from him. So this was the second example, that yes, our teachers could do the consultancy. Now, the third thing which I want to point is that because of this, our teachers going to the industry, I'm very happy to mention over here is that we could get grants from Forbes Marshall of 12 lakhs. They made up a setup in our instrumentation laboratory. Second thing, Emerson also gave us a grant of 12 lakhs again for a setup for the instrumentation laboratory. And recently from Madhav Capacitors, we got a grant of 25 lakhs for setting up the power quality cell. So this has become possible only because what, that our teachers approach those industries, they prove themselves, yes, we are worth what the industry requires. So this is the third example which I'm quoting. Then when we talk about the sponsored projects, unless and until the teachers have faith in themselves, the industry is not going to show faith in them, because the industry must feel, yes, if I'm going to give certain part of my valuable project, because it is a time bound project for any industry, and he should have a faith that, okay, if I give certain part, it must be completed within that time period. So this needs that we were able to get good projects from organizations like DRDO, even for that matter, NCL, IMED. So this is another part that, yes, if teachers are there, surely we are going to get good projects, which indirectly helps the students to understand the technology which they are learning. Then there is nothing new that the students will be taught for that matter. Then coming to the internship programs. Now, most of the speakers have emphasized that there must be internships, and for this the industry must give us a support. Now over here, what we have done is that we have made it mandatory for our students right from the first year is that they must approach the industries and they must get themselves trained. And how this has become possible, that we were able to give internships to all our students. The reason was that all our teachers did have a connect with either one or two industry, and in which most of our students were able to get the internships. And rightly, as what Nilesh Wankade sir said, that we were able to get projects and internships only because our teachers had a connect with BSNL. Otherwise, what would have happened is that we would have not known that there were certain opportunities even with BSL for training, or maybe for projects, or maybe for later on the students may be placed. But this has happened only because our teachers took initiative. They met Wankade sir, they met the other teams. They came to know that, okay, these are the areas where we can come together. And it has also resulted that BSNL RTCC has signed an MOU with us. This is the next resultant. And in this way, there are many MOUs which our institute has signed with many of the industries in and around Pune. Because what we feel is that we must see to it that we are making optimum utilization of the available resources. And we know that we being central location with 100 years old society, which has got a royal legacy, we know that, yes, if we go to the industry is going to surely give us something. So this is one of the approach which we have been following. And then, so this is how we have been trying to bridge the gap. So I point then when it comes to the curricula and other things, yes, obviously the industry has now started participating in many of the activities. We have many of the industry members on our academic advisory boards. We have them on our CDC. Then we are calling them for expert lectures, because we have made it mandatory for all our teachers that he must by default call a teacher for an expert lecture in his or her subject. So if I have 100 teachers now, so 100 experts do come to my college every semester. So this actually gives a connect, and this is being made mandatory. And even the teachers and the students do gain knowledge from the experts who are visiting. And when the expert visits, when he sees our infrastructure, naturally he tries to collaborate with us. So this is about expert lectures. Then we are talking about short-term trainings. There are n number of short-term trainings being carried by the industry with us. But the other way around, even our teachers have now trained the industry persons of small scale industry. So this has become possible only because the industry has realized, yes, the teachers here do have certain expertise, and yes, we can give them certain things for training. So again, our teachers have started training the industry persons. So this is one of the ways what we have done. And then, as I mentioned, that the laboratory example I have given, again, there are a number of examples which I can give over here, that how it has helped. And the most important thing is that we as an institute together, we are members of the Confederation of Indian Industry, the Maratha Chamber of Commerce, we are members of the various professional bodies, and all this has helped to see to it that our teachers are getting connected with the industry. And I believe that this is the only way, that unless and until the teacher himself gets involved and establishes a connect, we won't be able to overcome the industry institute gap. And for sure, I think that if all the teachers do follow this practice, it will be a great thing. And the dream which our honorable Prime Minister has seen about Atmanirbhar Bharat, surely all of us together can achieve this. So with this, once again, I would like to thank the organizing team for giving me a chance to express my views. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nilesh, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for expressing your views on these issues. Your particularly the points on mandatory involvement of academicians in the industry and vice versa also. So it will be a great thing if it will be a two-way communication.
Nilesh, sir,
like
I
this.
just
Okay?
want, I
So
just
which is
missed one point. And one more thing, what can be done is now
Yes.
that there can be a mentor-mentee scheme where industry can be linked up with the institute, each institute. And this is what we have proposed for the NEP also. Certain suggestions were called, and this is one of the suggestions which we have given, that unless and until there is a, what we can say, mentor-mentee relation between the industries and the institute, things are not going to work. So the government should make it mandatory that the industry must be linked to at least one or two institutes, and this is how they can share their experiences, and they can also see to it that the academia who is not up to the mark, they can bring it up to the mark. So this is one of the suggestions which we have given, that there should be a mentor-mentee scheme, that a industry should be mentoring a particular institute in that particular local area. So this is one of the suggestions, and it will surely work, provided this thing is being made mandatory to all the industries under their CSR programs.
Rightly said, sir. Thank you so much for being here on the panel. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Mrs. Manasi Dikshit, madam. She is working as a professor ENTC department in KIT's College of Engineering, Kolhapur. She has done PhD in electronics engineering in June 2015 at Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli, and the degree was awarded by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Total teaching experience is 35 years. So a great teaching experience. 50 plus students have completed their PG research work under her guidance. She has various publications, 50 plus publications in her name. And now over to you, Dr. Manasi Dikshit, madam.
Hello, everybody. I would like to thank initially Mahaprabandhak Sheth sir, other BSNL officers for including me in this show. Okay, I'm working in KIT's College of Engineering, Kolhapur, which is on the Pune-Bangalore Industrial Corridor, situated on Pune-Bangalore Industrial Corridor. Ours is an autonomous college, so most of the things that have been talked here by Professor Zog and other team members have been implemented in my college at KIT Kolhapur. We are having the final year first batch in autonomy in this year, and we have included 6-month internship in our final year student last semester program. So we will be looking towards the regional training center at Pune to get our students training or internship facilities for our ENTC graduating students. At KIT, we have initiated startups under Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we are encouraging our alumni to start the startup in KIT campus, as well as we are helping them outside for their startups also. Our trustee members are industrialists. You might have heard of the Menon Industries, Menon Group of Industries, then other industrial members in Kolhapur zone. So they are very prone and they are very active in getting our faculty members listening with industries, and they encourage us, all our faculty members, to contact to at least one faculty must be in connection with one industry, so that the students will be getting benefit out of that industrial collaboration. We also feel that once the industry is introduced to us, we can have very good experience, industrial exposure. Even our faculty will be trained in the industry. So we are looking at the Regional Training Institute of BSNL Pune to give the faculty a training program as well as faculty development program also. In Kolhapur region, we are having mechanical industry, a good size of foundry industry. So our mechanical students are getting benefit out of it. But today's era is the era of artificial intelligence, cloud computing, then IoT, and I feel that we are having good expertise in embedded systems, computing, and electronics and telecommunication field. The wireless sensor networks can help us in getting our projects, industrial projects, and even we can spread it in agriculture zone, because Kolhapur has got very good agriculture farms, and the people here, they are very much motivated to adapt to the technology. Due to the pandemic, what happened is every student, right from the school students, primary school students, they are being adapted to the usage of mobile. And I hope that India also will have 5G technology adapted in this year. And we are hoping that the regional training center will provide very good facilities of industrial training to our ENTC students. The students in Kolhapur, they are generally very much attracted towards the cities like Pune. Many of my say students, past students, alumni, are working in Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, in the metro cities, in Mumbai also, and they are encouraging our current students, current batch students. We have got very good industry institute interaction as well as alumni interaction. We have got IIT Connect program, and through that program, we are guiding our students to get through the GATE exam and get accommodated in the public service units, PSUs, after qualifying the GATE exam. We are having connections with our alumni who are working in IIT Mumbai as well as IIT Kanpur and Delhi, and through them also we want to have pursue our IIT Connect program. Most of our faculty is also encouraged by our trustee members, so that they have to visit the industries during say their vacations. As Professor Zog has said, we have to do some work in our vacations. The teachers should not waste their vacation periods in tourism. So I also feel the same way. The teachers should visit different industries, get trained, and it will percolate to the students. So in autonomy, we can say plan it accordingly to have the students industrial visits as well as the teachers training programs, as well as we can plan for the internship of the students in the most probably from January to May, the next second semester will be having the internships. I also appreciate that somebody, I don't remember the name, has suggested that all the colleges should implement the AICTE curriculum. The AICTE has launched some say standard curriculum of 160 grade points. So the same curriculum must be adopted so that students will have a feeling that in overall the student, if he or she is situated in rural area or in metro city, are getting trained for the same curriculum. They will have the feeling of uniqueness. They will have the feeling of have the feeling of
Okay, so I think Dr. Manasi Dixit madam
curriculum
has
taught in
disconnected.
our colleges.
So
On similar lines, I feel that as per the Atmanirbhar Bharat Yojana, every college has to give motivation to the students, and we have to encourage them to join startups. Also, we have to encourage them for their internship programs. And I think that there is a need for the teachers to get trained in industrial training, industrial zones, as well as some teachers who join immediately after their graduation or post graduation. They need how to teach. Okay, training regarding how to teach. Just like the DEd or BEd students, they get the training. On similar lines, we should provide them training regarding how to teach, because teaching is a skill, it is an art, as well as teaching must be profound and it should be related to the current scenario, frontier technologies, we should say. And every teacher must be, nowadays it is compulsory that must be, got expertise, he should get expertise or she should get expertise in using the current day technologies. Similarly, what I feel is the training and placement department of our college. There we conduct the tests by CoCubes, and these tests, once the student qualify in these tests and get good scores through CoCubes test, they are getting very good opportunities and they are getting very good placements. So a third party evaluation of the students, like the CoCubes team, I will encourage in each and every college, so the students will get opportunities all over India as well as outside India also. NASCOM is also providing placements for the students who are getting better scores through the CoCubes test. Okay, there is one more point that I wanted to emphasize. The total curriculum of AICTE must be launched by each and every college. We are having autonomy, that's why we can have the academic flexibility, like having the say open electives in our third year and for the first semester, 7th semester of final year course. So this type of academic flexibility must be incorporated in all colleges, though they are affiliated to universities or they are autonomous. At least in one subject or one course per semester should be kept for academic flexibility. Then I agree with the pandemic situation that we have to conduct the online lectures. But the practicals, we are also conducting some virtual lab practicals supported from COEP Pune as well as IIT Mumbai. But still, I feel that the students should perform the practicals. They should come to the lab and physically they should get results through the practicals. Similarly, I will hope that the internships also should be conducted physically in the training institutes or in the industries. And today we are having, say, online training, online internships. So I don't think that students will get proper exposure to the industrial scenario if we are conducting online training or online internships. So I hope that this pandemic situation, we will come over it and we'll have the physical laboratory experiments and the physical possibility of physical internships and training over here. So with this, I once again thank all the organizing team and Mr. Nitin Bavaskar of Pune Regional Training Institute, Mr. Seth, the Mahaprabandhak of telecom industry. One point I wanted to tell that one of my students is Assistant General Manager in Kolhapur Circle of BSNL. I think that the training that our students will get should provide them a sort of polishing or finishing type of exercise to go to the future and get placed in telecom industries. So the support from BSNL side, I hope that students should get placement in telecom industry. Thank you very much for giving me opportunity here in this esteemed organizational program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for your comments. And yes, we will definitely address to the requirements of training to your students. Yes, at RTTC Pune and RTTC Nagpur, yes, our training institutes are ready for those things. Now I request Shri N.R. Kumre sir to introduce Dr. Hemant Paradkar sir and then Dr. Prabhakar Khandait sir, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. I am very pleased to request Dr. Hemant Paradkar sir, who is presently principal of Jagdamba College of Engineering Technology, Yavatmal. He is having at least 20 years experience in this field, and he has his PhD done in radio sensor network. He is a guy of computer technology as well as power electronics and electronics. So many things he is carrying out from many years, and I know him at least when I was in college, and he has on his name a patent on radio sensor node network, and also he has guided many students for the various courses, and he is also doing his social activities in blood donation and relationship camp and various things. So I request him, Dr. Hemant Paradkar sir, to start further.
So, good evening, sir. Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you very much, sir. So, first of all, I take this opportunity to thanks Sanchar Ratna Mahesh Kumar Seth sir, who is a Mukhya Mahaprabandhak BSNL, as well as Manish Shukla sir, Thombre sir. Yesterday, they have given me some message that such a types of nice interactive session is there, which is organized by the BSNL. So, first of all, I congratulate all these senior faculty members of this program. Basically, our institute, namely Jagdamba College of Engineering and Technology, it is situated in the Yavatmal, which is almost rural area. From past 20 years, I am giving my services to this institute as well as to the another institute as a teaching faculty. So, as far as this topic is concerned, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and how to bridge the gap between academics and the industry. So this is a very huge point, and the topic is very complicated. Now the n number of problems are there whenever we are going to bridge the gap between academic and industry. So step by step, all the engineering colleges, those are conducted or run under the supervision of All India Council of Technical Education, New Delhi, as well as currently the various colleges are going for the accreditation either from the National Board of Accreditation or from the NAC. So from past 10 years, what we are observing, a tremendous changes has been suggested by the accrediting agencies as well as the National Board of Accreditation to increase the outcome-based education for the students. So since we are talking about the outcome-based education, the course outcome, program outcome, and program-specific outcome that can be equally observed by these accrediting agencies. Now, as far as the bridging the gap of academic and industry is concerned, I think there are n number of points like curriculum, faculty, new technology development. Again, some points are related to the institute as well as again some points are related to the industries. So curriculum, almost all of the speakers that they have highlighted on the curriculum, that curriculum, it should be enriched and it will be up to that mark, which will be suitable for the industry. So basically current industrial demands that depends on two basic skills, which are called as the core skill as well as the soft skill. So unless and until the student is not having enough knowledge about the specialization of that specific subject, it becomes very difficult for that student to enter in the industry. Since the curriculum which is framed by the universities, no doubt, almost all of the senior faculty members from various institutions are taking a part for the development of this curriculum. A model type of curriculum that has been suggested to improve the student skill base, to improve the student knowledge base. Again, the second important part is the teaching learning process in the institution. As far as the teaching learning process in the institution is concerned, various types of methodologies like problem solving learning, participative learning, and the experiential learning that can be highlighted, so that we can the institute can create such a types of engineers. Those will be helping the industry, or sometimes we are seeing that some of the industries are coming to the college for conducting the campus placement drive, and they are some of the industries are saying, sir, the students should have a good knowledge of the project. So in this case, unless and until the industries are not giving such a types of opportunity to the colleges as well as the student, it will become somewhat difficult to bridge the gap between industry and academics. A proper feedback mechanism that should be established between the industry and as well as between the institute, so that whatever may be the loopholes which are observing in the student that can be enhanced by the institutions, the same will be conveyed to the institution, and on that specific criteria or on that specific point, the institute will think over, institute will try to give such a types of training to the students, so that most of the student that can be employable. Again, our topic is Atmanirbhar Bharat as well as the startup. So as far as the startup is concerned, a incubation center in the institution, it plays a very vital role for the development of the student. Means through the setup of this incubation center, some of the industry persons are coming in the institution, that they are giving some sort of guidelines to the student which type of business that can be established within which area, and the students will be getting some sort of help so that they can develop their own business and they can create more employability rather than depending upon the industries in the metro cities. Means since our institution is situated in the rural area, we are facing ample amount of problems. At our level best, we are giving such a types of courses to the students so that they can be capable for getting employability. But if we are focusing on some another issues called as the self-employability, so some incubation center it should be established in the institution. Again, the various types of industries that they are giving their hand to these colleges, that they are providing some sort of training, so we can create such a types of employable engineers in a coming future. So I am very much thankful, since it's a very high time that you have given me opportunity to talk on this specific issue. So I am again once more thankful to Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, again Sanchar Ratna Mahesh Kumar Seth sir, that they have given me this opportunity to talk on few points on this issue. So thank you very much, sir.
So thank you, Dr. Hemant Bharatkar sir, for your nice comments on the today's discussion. Now I
Nicely
will,
said by Dr. Hemant. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, sir. Namaste, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Time is less, so let us
now
speak
I would like
next
to
speaker.
Yes.
Next speaker.
Yes.
We have with us Chaudhary Mangal
Yes,
Singh.
I will.
He is a great personality, the Corona warrior. More than several thousand persons he has saved the life of the persons, and also he is giving free of cost the services to anyone, free of cost, and from his own home, from his own pocket. So Chaudhary Mangal Singh, I think he is out of network. So now let us go ahead with the another great personality. Chaudhary Mangal Singh, would you like to speak?
थैंक यू सर.
3 घंटे
Yes.
आप वेट कर रहे हैं. हाँ.
जी.
हिंदी में बोल सकते, हिंदी में बोलिए.
हाँ, इन सभी महान भावों की यदि इजाजत हो तो हिंदी में इस्तेमाल कर लूं. मेरी आवाज क्लियर है? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? जी जी
क्लियर है सर?
आ रही है।
जी जी जी, थैंक यू। देखिए साहब, जो टॉपिक है आज का, कि इंडस्ट्री के साथ इस समाज को जोड़ करके समाज का उत्थान कैसे हो, आई थिंक सो। हम एम्प्लॉयमेंट कैसे दें ज्यादा से ज्यादा, उसके लिए बहुत सारा आवश्यकता नहीं है कि बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्रीज हमारी लगे हैं। आज की तारीख में जो कोरोना ने जो विश्व वाइज जो हमारी इकोनॉमी को डैमेज किया है, इससे उबरने के लिए एक बहुत सिंपल सिस्टम है कि हमारे ग्रामीण क्षेत्र के जो युवा हैं उनको हम छोटा काम दे दें। छोटा काम क्या हम दे सकते हैं? पहले हम अपनी लाइफ को सेव करें। लाइफ को सेव करने के लिए जो हम खाना खाते हैं, जैसे मैंने कल भी बतलाया था, वो पॉइजनस हो गया है किसानों की वजह से। किसान जो उसमें जो ये केमिकल लगा रहा है, जो उसमें कीटनाशक लगा रहा है। हमारे खास तौर से यूपी स्टेट में गवर्नमेंट ने करीब 4,500 5,000 गौशालाओं का निर्माण किया है। यदि हम इन ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में इन गौशालाओं के साथ उन युवाओं को जोड़ दें और उनकी ड्यूटी लगा दें, कोई भी किसान कीटनाशक का इस्तेमाल नहीं करेगा, केवल जैविक प्रोडक्ट करेगा, तो ये संभव भी है। बहुत सारे युवाओं को हम काम दे सकते हैं। जब हमारे लिए जैविक प्रोडक्ट किसान पैदा करेगा, उसकी मार्केटिंग का बहुत बड़ा काम है जो एनसीआर में खपाना होगा। तो हम मिलियन मतलब करोड़ों लोगों को हम उसमें काम तुरंत दे सकते हैं। लेकिन इसमें थोड़ा सा इनिशिएट आप सबको लेने की आवश्यकता है। जो इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ है वो तो हमारी चल ही रही है, उसको तो हम चलने दें। लेकिन इमीडिएट हम क्या करें? जो आदमी मजदूर है या जो हम अपनी लाइफ को कैसे सेव करके ले जाएं? इंडस्ट्री बढ़ जाएगी यदि हम ये जहर खाते रहे, ये पॉइजनस अनाज खाते रहे, तो निश्चित है अगले 10-15 साल में आधी जनता कैंसर से पीड़ित हो जाएगी। अस्पतालों में लाइन इतनी लंबी लगेगी, कोरोना में उसके लिए कुछ भी नहीं लगा हुआ है। हम इसको किस तरीके से बांध सकते हैं, अपने को कैसे सेव कर सकते हैं, बच्चों को कैसे सेव कर सकते हैं, और इससे कमाई का साधन भी होगा, लोगों को रोजगार मिल जाएगा। गौशालाएं बहुत सारी बनी है, हर जगह नहीं है तो बन जाएंगी। गाय बेकार घूम रही हैं, इनके गौ गोबर गौमूत्र से कीटनाशक बन सकता है, बहुत सस्ता बन सकता है। किसान उसको यदि यूज करेगा तो आई थिंक सो वो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जैसा होगा। इंडस्ट्रीज में आ सकती हैं, तो थोड़े से इक्विपमेंट बना के इंडस्ट्रीज दें, और हम पहले तो अपने खाने का सही इंतजाम करें ताकि हम सरवाइव कर सकें, जिंदा रह सकें। यदि हम जिंदा ही नहीं रहेंगे, आगे हमारी पीढ़ी उसके लिए जिंदा रहने की स्थिति में नहीं होगी, तो हम आगे इंडस्ट्री को ग्रोथ करके कहाँ ले जाएंगे? क्या करेंगे इंडस्ट्रियों का? तो सबसे पहले काम ये है, अपने युवाओं को हम काम दें और जैविक खेती की तरफ एकदम से टर्न अप कर दें, और इन युवाओं को जोड़ दें। जो व्यापार कर सकता है वो इस जैविक प्रोडक्ट को व्यापार में लग जाए। जो एनसीआर है, जैसे दिल्ली, बड़े बड़े मेट्रोपॉलिटन शहर हैं, उनमें उस खपत को, उस प्रोडक्ट को लेके जाकर उसका मार्केटिंग में लगाएं। दूसरा, कुछ पैदा करने में लगाएं, कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी इंडस्ट्री लेके आए, ताकि हम जैविक प्रोडक्ट को लेके आगे आ सकें। अदरवाइज तो 10-15 साल में जो स्थिति आने वाली है, वो ऐसी भयावह स्थिति आने वाली है कि अस्पतालों के यहाँ से लाइन नहीं टूटेगी, बहुत सारा कैंसरस हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हम वी आर गेटिंग द स्लो पॉइजन। तो मैं आपको यही रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, सभी विद्वान लोग हमारे साथ हैं, सबने अपने अपने इंस्टीट्यूटेंट्स का एक खाका खींचा कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, कैसे कर रहे हैं, हम किस तरीके से स्टूडेंट्स को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मैं जिंदा कैसे रहूं, ये किसी का ध्यान उस पर नहीं है, ना सरकार का उतना ध्यान है, ना समाज का उस पर ध्यान है। पहले मुझे जिंदा रहने की स्थिति आनी चाहिए, पहले मैं अपनी व्यवस्था करूं कि मैं जिंदा कैसे रहूं, इंसान जिंदा कैसे रहे, प्रकृति जिंदा कैसे रहे, क्योंकि इसका असर जीव जंतुओं, प्रकृति और सारे सिस्टम पे पड़ रहा है हमारा। तो मैं फिर अगेन यही कहूंगा कि हम युवाओं को जोड़ने के लिए ग्रामीण क्षेत्र की तरफ को हमें मूव करना पड़ेगा, और पहले खाने की बेहतर व्यवस्था करनी पड़ेगी, जिससे हमारा माइंड ठीक रहेगा, हमारी प्रतिरोधक क्षमता बढ़ेगी। और आप ताज्जुब करेंगे, जो अस्पतालों पर जो लाइन लगी है पेशेंट्स की, वो खत्म हो जाएगी निश्चित रूप से। जब हम स्वस्थ हो जाएंगे, इंडस्ट्री की ग्रोथ के लिए मनाही नहीं है, आप करें इंडस्ट्री की ग्रोथ, लेकिन पहले मैं अपने खाने का इंतजाम प्रॉपर करूं, तो मैं जो पॉइजनस लेस भोजन मुझे मिल सके, अच्छी हवा मुझे मिल सके, अच्छा पानी मुझे मिल सके। मैं फिर कहूंगा, स्वस्थ रहने की बात तो ये है कि हम यदि लंबे सांस ले लेंगे, पानी ज्यादा पी लेंगे, हमारी नीड नहीं है ज्यादा। 4 तरह के पेड़ों के पत्ते उबाल के हम यदि पी लेते हैं तो हमारी डाइट पूरी हो जाती है। पहले हमारे ऋषि मुनि हजारों साल जिंदा रहते थे क्योंकि उनको डाइट ऑक्सीजन से मिल जाती थी, हवा से मिल जाती थी। आज हम खाने के पीछे सॉलिड खा रहे हैं, पानी पी नहीं रहे, और वो जो सॉलिड खा रहे हैं पॉइजनस है। हम कैसे इस पॉइजनस को खाने को रोकर इसको इंडस्ट्री से कैसे जोड़ें, इसको रोजगार से कैसे जोड़ें? इस खाने को रोजगार से जोड़ दीजिएगा प्लीज, जितने सारे विद्वान बैठे हैं। अदरवाइज तो अगली पीढ़ी, आने वाली पीढ़ी हमको कतई माफ नहीं करेगी, क्योंकि इसका कोई इलाज नहीं है। कैंसर का आज भी कोई इलाज नहीं है। सारी चीजें कैंसरस होती चली जा रही है, प्रतिरोधक क्षमता खत्म हो रही है हमारी, क्योंकि हम वो जो भोजन खा रहे हैं वो सभी एक जैसा खा रहे हैं। किसान पैदा कर रहा है वो भी उसी को खा रहा है, लेकिन ये अवेयरनेस की कमी है। वी कैन डू, हम कर सकते हैं, और सेवा सदन के माध्यम से आदरणीय सेठ साहब के गाइडलाइन में तो हम काम तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारी अपनी क्षमता है, कैपेसिटी है, कितना करके हम लेके जाएंगे इसको। आप सब लोग जुड़िएगा इस काम में, जो जहाँ है वहाँ जुड़िएगा, कि हम इस खाने को शुद्ध करें और इसको इंडस्ट्रियल ग्रोथ में लेके आए, इसके बेरोजगार युवाओं को इसके साथ जोड़ें। ये कैसे संभव है? आप सारे विद्वान हैं, उधर थोड़ी व्यवस्था।
मंगल सिंह साहब, इसके बारे में अगले हफ्ते हम लोग एक 3 घंटे का सेशन करेंगे कि कैसे खाएं, क्या खाएं। पहले तो हमारे जितने भी महान आत्माएं जो स्टेज पे उपलब्ध हैं, पहले ये, क्योंकि इनके ऊपर पूरा देश निर्भर कर रहा है, पहले तो ये कैसे खाएं, क्या खाएं, बड़े छोटे छोटे तरीके हैं। योग का भी तरीका। कैंसर हैज बिकम अ बिग बिजनेस, लाइक कोरोना इज आल्सो अ बिग बिजनेस, कैंसर इज अ बिग बिजनेस, एंड क्योर इज अवेलेबल। कोई बात नहीं करता, देयर आर हर्ब्स जो खाने के बाद आप अपने आप ठीक हो जाएंगे। लेकिन अगर आपने एक बार उसमें आपने रेडिएशन करा लिया तो आपकी अच्छी सेल्स भी मर गई। जैसे एंटीबायोटिक खाने के बाद आप कमजोर होंगे ही होंगे, और कोरोना के समय अगर आपने एंटीबायोटिक खाया तो आपके बचने के चांसेस खत्म हो गए। 2 लोग भी मरे हैं, वो इसलिए मरे हैं कि एंटीबायोटिक खा लिए। तो इसके बारे में हम अलग से चर्चा ककरेंगे। वी विल डिस्कस ऑन दीज इश्यूज separately next week, because this is a big issue and this is related to 130 crore population. This is not only for 1 and 2 persons. So please remember how to do that in the available structure, in the available market, in the available product, how we can cure ourselves. So that we will see that जो हमारे मंगल सिंह साहब का एक सेपरेट सेशन भी कराएंगे। So तमाम प्रैक्टिकल बातें करेंगे और तमाम डॉक्टर्स को भी लेके आएंगे, बिकॉज सेवरल डॉक्टर्स एंड ऑल्सो यहाँ ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग के रिसर्च लैब भी अवेलेबल है। 20 रुपए की एक शीशी मिलती है जो आपकी सॉइल को पूरी जिंदगी क्योर कर सकती है। ओनली 20 रुपीज आई हैव इन माई ऑफिस, आई एम इन द कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम। तो 20 रुपए की वो भी काउडंग से बनी है। दैट इज ऑल्सो फ्रॉम काउडंग, स्मॉल, एंड दैट कैन गिव, that can make the fertilizer for whole life of your land. So we'll discuss, we'll bring subject matter expert on that day, because these people are from scientific acumen. So they will give you the reports, results, and also they will bring the photographs, etc., and success story. Similarly, for the cancer also, we will have a separate session that whatever you are eating, my friend, I again repeat, this kind of vegetable we are eating, that is going to make us cancerous. The kind of food which we are eating, the kind of rice, pulses. So how to these rice, what small things we have to do so that we can take care of our children and ourselves. That we next week we will have session. I request all of you, I request Mr. Wankede and Thombre also to register their number in a group. I am making you, I will be telling our Lalit ji to include these numbers. This is very important. Through you, our interest is through you, it will reach to millions and millions of people, those who are getting training, and they will do research instead of these new seeds, modified seeds. Why can't we have and same level of productivity we can have? Today what is happening, every time the farmers are to purchase the seeds, So that's why they are committing suicide. So this is all a big game. This is all a big game. We will discuss separately. We'll discuss separately because today time is already over. Thank you, Chaudhary Mangal Singh ji. He is a Brahmasi.
एक सेकंड सर मार्केट में हिंदुस्तान, आधे हिंदुस्तान में पपीते का बीज अवेलेबल नहीं है। पपीता काटोगे उसमें बीज नहीं निकलता। हम दवा के लिए पपीते का बीज ढूंढ रहे हैं। हमने बंगलौर तक को ट्राई किया है, मार्केट में पपीते का बीज अवेलेबल नहीं है। यदि सारी फसलों का ये हालत हो गई तो आगे क्या होगा?
Papaya seeds are used for the medicine and that is not available. So the condition is very bad because to survive we have to eat, and that eating is all adulterated.
जी.
So this is one of the big issues. It's a fact. We are talking about the technology, but when we will be alive, only then we can use the technology. Okay,
Yes.
so that is our expertise area. We will discuss it separately because that is a big issue. That will take several hours together. Okay, so thank you, Chaudhary Mangal Singh ji.
Thank you. बहुत धन्यवाद. जी जी.
So next week we will inform you. Next week, please be linked up. And Vankati ji and this Thambre ji, please link all the great persons. They are our Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. They are the gurus.
धन्यवाद सर, आपका आशीर्वाद
Nilesh sir ji, now the channel people, they are telling that continue.
Okay. Now I will like to introduce my childhood friend and who is very eminent personality in the engineering colleges. He is Dr. Dinesh Bate. He has done his PhD in mechanical engineering. He has begun his professional career in 1997 with Industry Jai Corporation Limited, a corporate steel division, Nanded. And then he has joined us this noble profession of teaching, lecturership at Akola, and then he was also a lecturer in the prestigious college in Mumbai. Currently, he is working as a principal in Shila Polytechnic in Amravati since last 10 years or so. He has published over 10 research papers in national and international conferences and journals. He's doing 2 patents and copyrights. His areas of interest is modeling virtual realities. In these topics, he has created lots of videos for engineering students. So it's over to you, Dr. Deepak Shirvate, sir.
Thank you, Nilesh. As Nilesh has introduced me, that I was working with VJTI. Actually, VJTI is one of the prestigious colleges in Maharashtra. And as we know that the government is responsible for framing the policies. So when I was in VJTI, actually, I was responsible for framing the perspective plan for the technical education. I joined VJTI in 2008 and left the institute in 2010. Only I have served this institute for 2.5 years. तो बहुत थोड़े समय के लिए मैं VJTI के साथ में था और बाद में मैंने अमरावती आके यहाँ पे एक पॉलिटेक्निक है जिसको ज्वाइन किया. पॉलिटेक्निक इज इन द रूरल एरिया. इट इज कोर रूरल एरिया. एक गांव में है जिसकी आबादी सिर्फ 3,000 लोगों की है. एकदम छोटा सा गांव है. तो मैं कह सकता हूँ कि मैं एकदम ग्रास रूट लेवल पे अभी काम करता हूँ. मतलब मुंबई से डायरेक्टली अब मैं गांव में चला आया हूँ. तो मैं आपके साथ में आज का जो टॉपिक है, हाउ टू ब्रिज द गैप बिटवीन एकेडमिक्स एंड इंडस्ट्री, इस पे तो आऊंगा ही, लेकिन उससे पहले मैं आपको एक स्टोरी शेयर करना चाहता हूँ महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट की एक पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान की. क्योंकि हमारे जो पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री थे राजीव गांधी जी, उन्होंने बोला था कि हम अगर दिल्ली से 1 रुपया भेजते हैं तो 15 पैसे ही पहुंचते हैं लोगों के पास में. तो वैसा ही महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने 2008 में एक पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान किया था. पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान क्या होता है कि एक लॉन्ग टर्म का प्लानिंग होता है जिसमें हम 10 साल के लिए 15 साल के लिए एक प्लान बनाते हैं. तो हमारे जो पूर्व राष्ट्रपति थे अब्दुल कलाम साहब, उन्होंने एक विजन 2020 दिया था और इस विजन 2020 में इंडिया को डेवलपिंग कंट्री से डेवलप्ड कंट्री कैसा बनाना है, इसका वो विजन था और उसी के हिसाब से हमने एक पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान बनाया। तो ये पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान एक्चुअल में क्या था, तो इसमें बहुत सारे देशों की स्टडी थी जिसमें यूनाइटेड किंगडम है, अमेरिका है, चाइना है, साउथ अफ्रीका है, रशिया है, इनकी स्टडी थी और इसका जो कंक्लूजन था ये था कि 10% पॉपुलेशन जो है वो टेक्निकली साउंड होनी चाहिए, मींस दे मस्ट बी इंजीनियर, दे मस्ट बी हैविंग सम टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड। तो भारत की आबादी है अभी 100, अगर हम समझते हैं कि 125 करोड़ है तो उसका 10% होता है 12.5 करोड़, तो 12 करोड़ लोग टेक्निकली साउंड होने चाहिए। इस टाइप से ये पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान था और ये महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने 2008 में चालू किया और मैं भी इस पे काम करता था। तो हमने बहुत सारे लोगों को अलग अलग देशों में भेजा, जिसमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, यूनाइटेड किंगडम है, यूएसए है, चाइना है, और वहां पे जाके उन्होंने स्टडी किया। साउथ अफ्रीका में भी कुछ लोग गए थे और वहां पे जाके उन्होंने स्टडी किया और फिर उसके हिसाब से हमने महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट के लिए एक पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान बनाया था। तो इसमें ये प्लान में ऐसा था कि इंडिया को 10 साल में कम से कम 12 करोड़ इंजीनियर्स की जरूरत पड़ेगी। इस हिसाब से हमको इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस बढ़ाने चाहिए और उसमें ऐसा प्लान था कि 6 ITI, 3 पॉलिटेक्निक और 1 इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज होना चाहिए। अभी की जो कंडीशन है वो ऐसी है कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस की संख्या ज्यादा है, उससे कम है पॉलिटेक्निक और उससे कम है ITI की। तो जैसे हमने इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस बढ़ाना शुरू कर दिए तो हमें एडमिशन्स के प्रॉब्लम आने लगे और फिर ये पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान जो है 1 साल में ही गवर्नमेंट ने वो पर्सपेक्टिव प्लान हटा दिया। और आज ऐसी कंडीशन है कि अगर हम रूरल एरिया में जाते हैं तो रूरल एरिया में आपको एडमिशन्स भी नहीं मिलती। अगर आपका इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है, पॉलिटेक्निक है या ITI है, हमारे सोसाइटी के तीनों भी कॉलेजेस है, तो हमको जस्ट 50%, 40% ही एडमिशन्स मिलते हैं, which makes it financially unviable to run the engineering college or polytechnic or ITI। तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम अभी आ रही है और ये प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ एक दो साल में ही शुरू हुई। जैसे हमने सीट्स की संख्या बढ़ाई तो आज इंडिया में 15 लाख सीट्स है और सिर्फ 8 लाख एडमिशन्स होती है। इसका मतलब है कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस में 50% सीट्स वैकेंट रहती है। तो ये अभी दिस इज अ पॉइंट वेयर इट नीड्स अटेंशन एंड इट नीड्स ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, because when you talk about a self-sufficient or self-reliant India, you have to address all these problems. Now, coming to the problem of the bridging the gap between academics and industry, our government has done a lot of things and a lot of good things we have done. अगर मैं पॉलिटेक्निक के सिनारियो से बात करूं, if I talk about the polytechnic, Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, it is a benchmark actually board in India because we are not administrating the technical education of Maharashtra, but in addition to that, we are also responsible for the technical education of Andaman and Nicobar Island, which is a part of India. So it is a benchmark board of technical education. It has carried out a lot of good practices. So what was the scenario of industry and academics interaction in the past? If you look back to last 2-3 years, we were just carrying out industrial visits to various industries and there was no active participation of the students in industry. But from last 2 years, we have made changes in the curriculum and now there is a 6-week summer vacation training, which is compulsory as far as the MSBT syllabus or curriculum is concerned. So that is a rigorous training and we are carrying out all these trainings in BSNL premises, in Akashwani and nearby industry, and we have already involved a lot of industry. One speaker has said that why we are not recruiting the industry people on the academic institute. I'm just addressing this issue also. All India Council for Technical Education has made it mandatory to accommodate the industry people on the board of governors
And every engineering college, every polytechnic is having one industry person, eminent industry person, personality from that area on their BOG. And as far as the internship is concerned, actually government has tied hands with some private parties. There is one platform that is called as Intershala. It was introduced from last 2-3 years, and it has given a lot of training to all the passing out student or the students which are in the pipeline. So that was the input from my side. Thank you for inviting me on this platform. Thank you.
Dr. Deepak, really you have given the light, as your name depicts, Deepak.
Thank you, sir.
And sir, जो भाते रहते हैं, सबको भाते रहते हैं. So, sir, you have given light to the present situation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Deepak, sir. Now, I will request Sri N.R. Thomre, sir, from Nagpur, to introduce Dr. Prabhakar Khandait, sir. Thank you for your patient waiting for this program.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to introduce Dr. Prabhakar Khandait, sir, who is HOD, KDK College of Engineering, Nagpur. He has done his PhD in electronics. He has several things done in his field. He was also a visiting professor for Russia for this particular topic, and he was also IET honorary secretary during 2018 or so. So I will request Khandait sir to continue on the process. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
At the outset, I would like to thank Sri Ratan Mohan Kumar ji for inviting me on this platform. As far as this topic is concerned, whenever we see the gaps between academia and industry, means let us see what is the gaps, because there are various gaps between academia and industry. That is that the curriculum of the universities is not as per the industry standard. At the same time, these industries are also not giving the sufficient time for updating the curriculum. So this is one type of mess, actually speaking. The interns, those who are undergoing the training, the interns are also not getting the proper working environment in some of the industries. Then the faculties, they are also lacking the industrial exposure. Even the process of evaluation of the student is academic is based on grades only, that is not the outcome based, that is same. Then there is a skill gap, or you can say the performance gap or employability gap. Also, the in most of the cases there is the absence of industry institute interaction cell, and students are also unrealistically expecting from the industry in terms of their salary, position, and timing. So these are some of the gaps that can be identified as far as the industry institute is concerned. So at the same time, industry expects a lot of things from the institution also, like in terms of, as most of the speakers said, that faculties should be selected based on their industry experience, consultancy projects, research, and not on their degrees or doctorates. Consultancy projects should be given forcefully to the faculties. The full-time core faculty should be trained. Faculty should be allowed to take breaks in between teaching and indulge in consultancy. So these are the expectations of the industry from the academic institutions. Industry also expects a lot of things from the faculties, that they said the faculty should have industrial experience ranging from 5 years to 10 years. Even each subject can be taught by 3 faculties, that is also sometimes expected. 3 faculties in the sense, one faculty who is experienced in the core subject, one from the industry, and one as a visiting. But that is in most of the institutions that is also not possible. But industry may expect like this. They also expect the contribution of the faculty in consultancy and thinking beyond out of box and like on. But major expectation of the industry from the students who is going to be employed is that the students must have the better communication skills. He must be confident and must have good command over English. That is also expected nowadays. But student must have the leadership qualities. He must have the dedication, and he must be the hard-working person. He must be honest in his working. He must have problem-solving skills, technical competency, and he must have the work ethics. Similarly, the student must be flexible, means he must be ready to work beyond the stipulated hours of working. So these are the expectation of the industry, and industry is shifting from nowadays industry is shifting from 1.0 to 2.0, then 3.0, and now 4.0 is already going on. So institutes may not keep pace with the change in the industry. So keeping these things in mind, what I am saying is there are some steps that should be taken to bridge the gap between this industry and academia. That there must build up a joint academic industry partnership center, and every institute must have the industry center also, mini industry center that can be there. Then universities and I mean to say colleges and all those things, everything is included in that. Universities should focus on personal as well as professional development of the students by encouraging them to become the member of the professional bodies like IEEE, CSI, and IT, and so on. Nowadays, students have very less interest in attending the classes, and this is because there is a learning gap between the teachers and students, because different students have different backgrounds and different style of learning, and teacher has to adapt to these learning styles desired by the student, and student expect the personal attention from the teachers. Then students should be encouraged to visit companies frequently. Nowadays, industrial visits, industrial tours, these are, of course, this is the part and parcel of the curriculum, but students expect more and more industry visits, and along with the faculties in the semester. This will help the students to have the awareness about the industrial working environment. Faculties should also closely monitor the students who are undergoing internship in the industry. Faculty should also ensure that the duties and the responsibility given to the students by the industry are important, and whether they are discharging their duties properly or not. Industry people should also be involved in designing the curriculum of the university and reviewed frequently so that curriculum can meet the expectations of the industry and industrial standards. And last point that should be the key, faculty should bridge the gap between theory and application by bringing the colleges live projects from the industry. So live projects from the industry is also expected. If these are some of the points from my side that can help you in bridging the gap. And thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhakar Kandait, sir. Your three faculty for one subject. This concept is really unique, and if it is implemented, really it will be great for these students, right, sir? So now we are having Dr. B.S. Agarkar, sir. He has completed his PhD in electronics engineering from Swami Ramachandra Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded in 2016. At present, he is working as a professor and head of ENTC department at Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon, that is near Shirdi in Maharashtra. Presently, he is a member of CNET Savitribai Phule Pune University. He is also a secretary of Savitribai Phule Pune Vidyapit Shikshak Sangh, which is a teachers organization affiliated to the Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shaikshik Mahasangh. He has total 30 years of experience in academia. He published 21 research papers, out of which 11 are published in international journals, 2 at international conferences. He has taught the subjects like intelligence, soft computing, computer networks, wireless networks, computer-based simulation and modeling at UG and PG levels. He has guided 21 students for completion of dissertation work at PG level. His research areas of interest include computer networks, communication system, artificial neural networks, fuzzy logic, and neuro-fuzzy systems. So over to you, Dr. B.S. Agarkar, sir. Please unmute your mic, please. Sir, you need to unmute your mic, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So, namaskar and thank you, Wankhede sir. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
audible.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a very good evening to all the eminent panelists and all the participants for this debate. Let me express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Sri Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth, Mukhya Mahaprabandhak BSNL, Sri Nilesh Ji Wankhede, Sri Tomre Ji, and all other members, those who are present here. I think I'm the last person, so I will try to put a cherry on the top. We all are debating on the topic Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India and Make in India. And our core topic is how to bridge the gap between industry and academia. As far as this bridging the gap between industry and academia is concerned, when we talk from the academics point of view, many of the points were covered by the eminent panelists before me. Even I can say most of the points are covered. What I can say is, as our panelists have said, in India, we are producing around 1.5 billion engineers every year. But the NASSCOM report and other body reports, they say that very few are employable. So when we talk about this scenario, one of the reason is the gap between the industry and the institute. So everybody will agree with this. Now, so how to bridge this gap? So to bridge this gap, what I feel is, when any 12th pass student, he enters into any engineering institute or university, he passes through the 4 years or 5 years the process of education, and by the time he completes the graduation or maybe the post graduation, when he comes out, we expect that he will be absorbed by the industry. We know that the major chunk of this 1.5 billion is absorbed by the industry. So when we expect that this engineer should be absorbed by the industry, so if we want to have the smooth transition, I think there has to be the proper coordination between the industries and the academia. They should work hand in hand. Then only the smooth transition will be possible. Otherwise, there will be the problems like what we are facing in the Indian scenario. So what I feel is, while transforming the engineer for the smooth transition, as our one of the panelists, Dr. Salim Chawan, he said one of the major factor is the curriculum design and the involvement of the industry in the curriculum design. So I think if we want to involve industry in the curriculum design, the important aspect is the academic autonomy or academic freedom to the institution. And we know that in the present Indian scenario, most of the institutes are under the affiliated system. And under the affiliated system, the institutes have to follow the university curriculum. They don't have that freedom. But now there is a change, it has been started, and the UGC has started giving autonomy to the institutes. But there are certain criteria. Only the institutes where means all the education process is at a particular standard, then they will get the autonomy. So I'm very proud to share with you our experience I'm working with Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. As Wankhede sir said, it is located near Shirdi, which is basically in the mid of the Maharashtra. We are situated in the rural area, but as we have the very strong means academic system, we have got A grade in the NAC. We got the best college award by the Savitribai Phule Pune University, as well as all the programs are accredited by NBA multiple times. And because of all these things, we have the ISO 9001-2015 certification. And because of all these things, in the last academic year, we got autonomy, and we are now in the phase of designing our curriculum, and we are involving the industry. But this freedom, most of the institutes, they won't get because they don't have the autonomy. So this is one important point which I want to put forth. Apart from this, to bridge the gap between the industry and the academia, there are many other avenues. Like we have the sponsored projects by the industry. We can go for the consultancy with the industry, or we should allow our students to visit the industry. Apart from this, means we can send our faculty to the industry. Most of the panelists have quoted this point. Or one of the participant has said that can we appoint the industry experts as the faculty in the institute. So all these points are very, very important, and I think each and everyone has to look into. And all the institutes are looking into all these aspects, and they are trying. Even the AICT has also came up with the new policy of adjunct faculty. And basically, as this point I want to just explore, as far as this adjunct faculty scheme of the AICT is concerned, so institutes can appoint the industry experts as an adjunct faculty. But let me tell you, as far as all these avenues are concerned for the connecting with the industry are concerned, the true fact is the institutes are trying now, because NAC, NBA, UGC, AICT, all are forcing them to go and connect with the industry, and institutes are trying. But the real fact is that the very few industries are reacting to them. Very few industries are listening to them. They are open. So as our industry's working environment is closed, maybe they have their own problems, maybe the market competition, their targets, their timelines, and so many other factors. Because of that, their trade secrets or their competitors and all that, so they don't allow the involvement of the institutes much into their processes. So I think there are few examples, like in our institute, we have collaborated with the industry associations like Masiha in Aurangabad. So we have collaborated with them, and they have the GIZ program. Under that, we have also got some industry projects. We have completed them. We have got some funds also from the Tata Foundation under that. The response is very good. But in most of these cases, the institutes try on their own level, and at the personal level, faculty, management, so they try to get the connectivity, and through that the institutes are doing some consultancy or maybe some interaction with the industry. But I think it should be given the institutional approach, and that institutional approach, it must be given by all the stakeholders. Actually, I congratulate this step by the BSNL. Like you have came forward, you are approaching to the institutes. So this is a welcome step. Like this, other industries should also come forward, and they should also try to go to the institutes, because if the institutes and industry, they work together, I'm sure it is going to be the win-win situation. Because if the institute has to set up an R&D lab, they don't have that much funds. But the industries, they have their own R&D labs. But in place of that, if they invest in the R&D labs at their own campus, then they have to recruit the employees for the R&D work. So they have to invest in that. In place of that, if they develop the R&D lab in the institutes, so institute has got the faculty and students to work on the research projects. So the industry cost can be cut down, institutes and they can get opportunities to learn. So this is going to be a win-win situation in all the cases, maybe in the case of sponsored projects or maybe R&D projects or consultants. So from this point of view, I think we must think of some system approach towards this, so that industries will also come forward and institutes also come forward, and the gap can be bridged. Here, I want to tell you one fact, because we know that according to the All India Higher Education Survey, which is being carried out in the year 2016-17, our gross enrollment ratio in higher education is 25.2%. This I have got from the Google. So it is 25.2%. And in the NEP 2020, our government has got the plan to make all the institutes autonomous. It's a very good step. And by 2035, their plan is to make this GR in higher education to 50%. So with means this 25.2% GR, we are producing 1.5 billion engineers. So by the time we will go to 50% GR, we will be producing almost 3 billion engineers. So today we are unable to give internship or industry exposure to the 1.5 billion engineers. So what will be the situation when we go to 3 billion engineers? So this is a gigantic job, and I think all the stakeholders, the institutes, academic institutes, industries, government, so everybody, means all the stakeholders, they have to think on this very seriously. And my point is, this is again a gigantic task for the institutes like us, those who are situated in the rural area, because our connectivity to the industry, there are many problems. Industries are also not ready to come to the rural area because they get the manpower or the engineers nearby to them in the big cities like Mumbai or maybe metros or maybe the tier 2 cities. So we have the more challenges to face. So here, through this forum, I want to appeal to the government of India, like they have come up with Apprentice Act 1961, they can come up with the Internship Act, due to which each and every industry will be compelled to give internship to the students. How it will be, means the details can be worked out. And if the government will compel the industries to do like this, I think this will enforce industries, all the industries, to give internship to the students. And due to that, probably it will be possible to provide internship to the maximum number of students, so that by the time students will complete the education, they will be ready for the industries to absorb, and the industries can also minimize their training cost on those engineers, because they will get the ready-made product, which can be directly means employed on the work, on the project. So this is what I wanted to say. I thank the BSNL team for providing this opportunity to speak on this very, very important topic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. B.S. Agarkar ji. Thank you. Today,
Thank you,
the great contribution by Thombre ji and Wankhede ji, Nilesh Wankhede ji, and one more name, the back-end support, all the back-end support by none other than Lalit Mishra ji. So it was wonderful to listen all of you, and we will look forward every week. We are conducting next Friday. We will conduct. Sunday may be a very busy day for you, so we will do this on Friday, and at the same time, either in the morning or 3 to 6 p.m. We will do this on Friday, every Friday, because Sunday sometimes you need to go here and there. So we'll do on Friday, every Friday we'll do this, and with some new topic, and the essence will be Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, and filling the gap between the industry and academics. With new ideas, new persons. So VCs or planning commission or industry people will bring the industry people. If you also have certain industry, you can also call up. So, and from different parts of today we have taken the Maharashtra. Next day we will take another state, and next time another state. Who is the next time? The Karnataka, the South India, we are taking South India, so that let us get acquainted with each other, and the problem is same, and also solution. Let us find out new solutions, new ways and means. So over to the Kamreji and Wankhede ji. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So thank you so much, sir. It was a great 3.5 hours, last 3.5 hours with you all great guys. This program could not have happened without the great inspiration of our BSNL as a whole. Honorable CGM Sri Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth sir, Sanchar Ratan Mahesh Kumar Seth sir, जो हमारे CGM साहब हैं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर ये प्रोग्राम के लिए. बैकएंड से सपोर्ट के लिए ललित मिश्रा जी और सोनल मिश्रा मैडम और 10 न्यूज चैनल से गजानन माली साहब और
सुनीता माली
मैडम, ये तो सुनीता माली मैडम.
One more thing I will tell you, because on every Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. we are conducting, basically it is the motivation. Today our students, our trainees, our family members, they have a lot of issues regarding the various problems they are facing in day-to-day life. So that we are taking from 3 to 6 p.m. on practical aspects, also bringing various great personality of various wings like Ayurveda, allopathic, and these doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, or some BC or somebody to address our current problems. So please tell all your students to join, because these sessions are meant for their welfare, and how infinite energy which is available in you, how to tap those energies. Basically the session is regarding that in certain modified form every week. Some new aspect of life, of study, of brain, of body we are tackling. So this session normally we do for bridging the gap and the Atmanirbhar Bharat, but that session on every Saturday we are handling for our burning issues, our family. When you reach to the family, so the family also should wait for you, and how to behave in the family, how to keep good environment in the family, various aspects, various psychologists, psychiatrists, etc., they are sitting in the panel, so that you can join. And because you are all experienced fellows and you are handling more than several thousand students also, since you are handling those students, these emotional aspects also must be coming on your way. So how to handle those issues, that we discuss. So thank you all, thank you very much, and I request Mr. Nilesh and Mr. Kamre to add up the number in the list, which Lalit ji will send you, will add you, making you admin. You can add on, so that whenever we are conducting any such thing, at least we should inform these great personality. They can give their input. Okay, they can give their input, or they will also engage their students.
Thank you, sir. Definitely, I will pass on this message to our faculty as well as students. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And please ensure that these videos, whatever has been
we should wait for a moment, please. Some disconnection issues, I think.
नीरज जी कंटिन्यू प्लीज.
यस हम अभी हमारे प्रोग्राम के आखिरी पड़ाव में हैं. मैं श्री एना ठोमरे सर को रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं नागपुर से कि वो इस बारे में 2 शब्द कहें, प्लीज.
धन्यवाद सर. मैं सर्वप्रथम मुख्य महाप्रबंधक साहब का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि हमें मौका दिया आरटीडीसी नागपुर और आरटीडीसी पुणे को कि इस कार्यक्रम के लिए वक्ता देखे। मैं सभी वक्ताओं का भी धन्यवाद करता हूं। डॉक्टर प्रसन्न झाड़े सर बात कर नहीं पाए क्योंकि उनका नेटवर्क बहुत स्लो हो गया था और डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहे थे, तो उनको मैं आश्वस्त करता हूं कि फिर कभी और प्रोग्राम रहेगा तो उनको बुलाएंगे। मैं डॉक्टर अमोल देशमुख सर, पुणे से वढ़ई सर, हमारे सलीम चौहान सर, पुणे से डॉक्टर जोग सर, हमारे मेरे गुरु डॉक्टर लिमय सर, डॉक्टर माने सर फ्रॉम पुणे, हेमंत बराड़कर साहब यवतमाल से, आगरकर सर जो अभी अवेलेबल है, डॉक्टर खंडेट सर नागपुर से, सिरभाते सर फ्रॉम अमरावती, मैडम दीक्षित, इन सभी का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं और आगे की कार्रवाई के लिए नीलेश सर को निवेदन करता हूं कि वो अनाउंसमेंट करें। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू श्री एन.आर. ठोंबरे सर। तो आज हमारे जो टॉपिक था ब्रिजिंग द गैप बिटवीन इंडस्ट्री एंड एकेडमिक्स, सो ये बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से यहाँ पे डिस्कस हो चुका है और ये महाराष्ट्र राज्य के लिए था आज का प्रोग्राम और अगला प्रोग्राम जो रहेगा वो कर्नाटक स्टेट के लिए रहेगा। हमारे जो मुख्य महाप्रबंधक जी है श्री महेश कुमार सेठ सर, वो शायद जुड़ नहीं पा रहे हैं अभी, तो हम इसी तरह से हम अभी इसी के साथ ये प्रोग्राम समाप्त करते हैं। तो सुनीता माली मैडम कृपया इस बारे में एक्शन ले लें। थैंक यू।